Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Yeah!
Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Little woman I love is named Ramona. She kinda looks like Tempest Storm, and she can dance like a little Egypt. She works down the snake farm. Snake farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake farm, it pretty much is snake farm. It's a reptile house, snake farm. Ramona's got a keen sense of humor. She got a tattoo down her arm. It's of a python eating a little mouse, wearing a sailor hat that says Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. I asked Ramona how come she works there. She says, well, it's got its charm. There's nothing to do in the winter now, then some kid gets bit at the Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention something. This is a sing-along. Really. It goes Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. It ain't exactly kumbaya, but being the music fog, it ought to be perfect. Help me now, be on TV. It said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Getting into it now. Well, Ramona likes malt liquor and a band from Wales that's called The Alarm. She said she cried when they broke up. She still plays the record that's a Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Sometimes Ramona calls me up and says, come on down here, it's getting warm. And she runs everybody off, and we, it's Snake Farm. Snake Farm, it just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm. Help me now. I said Snake Farm, just sounds nasty. Snake Farm, it pretty much is Snake Farm. It's a reptile house, Snake Farm.
Flappy folds, grab my terry folds, grab my foldy flaps. Hey, touch my foldy flaps, grab my terry folds, grab my foldy holds, grab my terry flaps, in my terry folds, grab my terry flaps. You gotta touch 'em, my terry folds, grab my terry folds, touch my holdy flaps. Take a big flap, take my foldy flaps. My terry folds, my foldy holds, Gotta grab my terry flaps. Grab my terry flaps. Squeeze my holdy folds. Hold my goldy folds. Grab my foldy folds. Grab my terry flap holds. Grab my terry folds. Hold my foldy folds. Hold my terry folds. Hey, did you ever want to hold a terry fold? I got one right here. Grab my terry flap, squeeze it. Grab it, squeeze and tug on my terry flap. Hey, I want to take you to the terry fold dance. Want to come with me? You can grab my holdy folds. Squeeze them tight. You son of a bitch, suck my holdy flappy folds. Lick my flappy foldy holds. My terry flaps in your mouth. Suck my flaps, you piece of shit. Fuck you, you stupid dumb motherfucking bitch. Hey, grab my terry flaps. Gonna eat those toady folds. I got a couple of terry fold flaps. I got a flappy foldy flap. I'm gonna go take you to food. Gonna eat, then we're going to the terry fold dance. You and me, we're gonna go to the terry fold place. It's gonna be a night out. Gonna have a real fancy time. I don't know. Should I do it again?
Good morning. Welcome to ClusterF. Fresh off another excellent edition of The Hang. Net in your head tomorrow, 7:45, and the bar show tomorrow night. Going to start every other week. Bar show every other week. May throw some net in your heads in there too. Let's get the Fridays going again. Let's get those Fridays going again.
All right. Is my mic on?
Yes, it is. You got to project through the music, babe. Project.
All right.
Let me hear you project through the music.
All right.
There you go. Yeah. That's what the people want to hear. We got to rile her up, Trace. That's what we got to do.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not hard.
That's the last thing I need.
It's so easy.
The last thing I need. You shut up.
What?
Donna's usually here for the hang. If not, she's not. Sometimes she comes in, but usually she's, in the house, in the kitchen out there. Right, and she wasn't here last night. And Spice Boy was going on this rant about schools and them needing more tax money for the schools, and they should just be spending their money right instead of increasing the taxes. And when are these stupid people going to quit voting to tax themselves? And I was like, oh my God! I said, stop it, Donna. You need to settle down, Donna. I was like, that is exactly what Donna's been ranting and raving about. I'm having a nice
Stupid people.
I'm having a nice Fresca.
Yeah.
Really? How is it?
It's terrible.
Is it?
It's palatable.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're smart, though. Fresca's been around forever, for
Yeah.
50, 60, 100 years. I don't know, forever. And it's always been like a diet drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
And now they go Fresca. It tastes exactly the same. It's exactly the same product. Sparkling soda water. And they know that people with you know how dumb people are. They're like, it's soda water. And everybody's drinking soda water and the seltzer. So they're like, oh.
Are you sure it's not just soda water? Fresca
It's
soda water?
grapefruit, citrus, and you can taste
Has it always been grapefruity?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the taste. The Fresca taste is the
Yeah.
alleged fake grapefruit taste. I'll let you taste it.
I'm not supposed to drink grape.
Pass that to your mom.
Well, you're not supposed to drink grapefruit juice? Is that what you just said?
What do you think?
I said it's the only thing my gout medicine says on it. The only warnings.
That's weird.
Really?
And how do they find that?
grapefruits.
One guy drank grapefruit juice and had a stroke or something?
I don't know.
That's pretty weird. Do you remember that taste, babe? That delicious Fresca taste?
It always tastes diet. And it
Yeah,
is
it's diet. It's not sparkling water. It's diet soda. They're lying. They're totally lying. Look in the ingredients. I bet you're going to find aspartame. I'm not an aspartame fan.
I got
aspartame.
I got
There you
Here,
go.
give it back.
There you go. It's terrible. No, I don't want it. I got up this morning.
It's
I had
kind of sitting on something.
yeah,
Trace.
Trace. I had a little bit of a headache because I was doing the hang. We are having some cocktails, and I want to take a BC powder,
Yeah.
and I can't take a BC powder unless I have some orange juice or a Pepsi or any
You
kind
can't take it with water. Is that what
of.
you're
Oh,
saying?
I can't. I won't even take it. I can't do it. It ruins the experience for me. And I'm looking all over the house. I'm like, there's not even any orange juice. All there is this sour cherry juice. I ain't drinking that shit. There's no. So I went out to the other fridge. There's nothing but beer and seltzers. And then I see that tiny little fresca up in the egg. And the egg can. I'm like, I can do that.
There's I think
You're
there was a
you
Bloody
need
Mary.
some excitement in your life when you get excited about a fresca.
I was so excited. I was so happy. A little thing.
You could take it with ginger beer.
We got seems like every holiday somebody brings over a 6-pack of ginger beer and they make one Moscow Mule.
Yeah.
And we've got 42 ginger beers in the fridge and they're never gonna get
Trash.
drank.
I know. It's like either drink ginger beer, just ginger beer, or don't bring them anymore.
I'm pouring it all out tomorrow.
Have you ever had a squirt?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Fresca, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's
A little bit,
it's
except
the-
not diet.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not diet.
No, it's
No.
like
Are
you sure?
7-Up type.
Yeah,
thing,
Oh, it's a
but
7-Up deal. Okay, yeah. I've had,
but it's.
They still
What?
sell Squirt.
I had.
now it's taking on a whole different meaning.
Right.
They could do some good double entendre commercials with that and get a name for themselves.
I have.
But some people wouldn't get it.
Does your
And
girl
they-
squirt? And she's like, I do. And she takes a sip of the squirt. Oh, I'm telling you, squirt, give me Squirt's number right now.
But I had one of those a couple months ago, and I was like, this is kind of good, and it motivated me to never drink one again. I don't know. It was kind of good, but never again.
That's weird.
Squirt.
That's one of those things where, you feel like they would never do those kind of commercials,
Yeah.
but it would be controversial,
It would be.
but it would be good controversial because a lot of people wouldn't know what they meant,
true.
the older people.
Very, very true.
And other people would just be like, oh, what is that? I'm going to buy some Squirt.
I'm telling you, that's
They would.
I'm-
It would make people buy Squirt.
such
Just
a good. We
the
should,
one, people that knew. I think it would boost
See,
their sales just for a little while.
I think it
not a long
might
time.
bring them
but
back. Might bring them back.
Might bring them back if
But
they were
see,
tasted better.
that's my favorite. See, you're being really, really dirty, but not dirty at all.
yeah.
Right? It's it's how you think about it. It's double entendre, and that's the best kind of humor because you're not just making a
And they
gross
just gotta
squirting
be,
joke.
They just got to be like, "What are you talking about? I don't know what you
No,
mean.
so it was squirting.
It's not squirting. You would be the
Yeah,
worst.
he's already ruined
He
it.
would be the worst CEO
Some
of
squirting, squirt juice.
not squirting.
Well, you can use you're squirting when you're drinking
You have
squirt.
to be very
when you're
careful
drinking
saying
squirt.
it the right way.
You're drinking squirt. You're squirting. It's your girl squirt. Okay, we're gonna take squirt. No, there's no saying of squirting. It has to just be squirt. Does your girl squirt?
Oh God.
It's such a it's one of those words, squirt. So it just sounds nasty.
And I
Pretty much
can't. But,
is.
and
Pretty
the whole
much
thing
is.
about squirting, I can't believe. 10 years ago, I was like, "That's not. They're just peeing," and everybody was like, "No, they're not. No, they're not." I think it's been proven that it is girls just peeing.
I mean,
And it's funny because it only went by guys' point of view. How about the girls' point of view that are actually doing it? They know they're just
they're not
peeing.
going to tell you that though. They're going to lie. The girls are going to lie. They're not going to really say that.
Yeah, but maybe not while it's happening, but out in the general population.
You find a
can see
reformed
that-
squirter.
Yeah, someone that would be like, "It's just pee." Yeah, of course. Unless the guy convince a stupid girl that she's that she's doing something
I
other
think
than
they
peeing.
could. I think they could. I mean, guys are into everything. Guys are nasty. The nastier the better. But do you really want, girl peeing all over your sheets? That's just.
I guess if it makes
sexy.
them, if it makes
sexy
them
to
feel
me.
like they made her do something unnatural, I guess.
Guys' egos are so fragile that they have to believe that they're making a girl ejaculate when there's not even such a thing, and she's peeing all over their bed, and they're like, "Yeah, I made her do that," and it's all a big charade.
Yes.
A porn. They started doing it in porn. You know, some girls just started doing it, and they're like, "Oh, that's something we can do now." You know, because they tapped out on new things to do, and they're like, "Now we'll do squirting porn."
Yeah. We've shoved everything we can up there.
Yeah, we can't shove anything more.
Let's see what we can get out of it instead.
Got to stop at the football. We're getting too big.
No more bottles and footballs.
Size queen. That's the bottom of the barrel. Well, let me see what. Maybe people will watch me put very large objects inside of me. That's you've done you're washed out of the porn industry. Now you're a size queen. There's a lot of size queens out there. Probably.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not. The only fans that nobody, that hardly anybody sees. The woman who started, some disgusting looking woman, and she's got one weirdo follower. Well, that's what you don't want to see, I bet. That's scary. But there's some scary OnlyFans out there. Some dark, scary, pathetic.
Just put a bag over your head.
Meth heads.
And would guys pay for that? A girl just doing whatever with a bag over her head?
Yes. You would have a certain segment of guys.
Look how anonymous you could be.
It's true.
You could be anybody.
It's true.
Nobody could be like, that's Miss Jones's body, I don't think they would know that unless you talked.
Nah, but everybody's going to be paying you to take that bag off your head.
Mrs. Jones' body. Yeah, you could do it. I don't know. Maybe guys aren't into that. There'd only be a certain
Just
weird.
put a cat head on or
oh yeah, then you'd be really popular.
Don't tell him that.
With a weirdo.
as he says, with the weirdo.
If I'd had a cat head, I think it would have been a lot less gay, Trace. Don't you think? If I was wearing a big fake cat head, that would bring some preposterousness to it instead of just the gayness that I was exuding. Row. That's what I wanted, was a big, stupid cat head to make it outrageous.
Yeah, that's not what you did.
Oh.
Town and Country says the Skeens gland is where girls' cum comes from, but it doesn't contain the amount of fluid that squirt videos show.
It's probably.
I know it's not.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty, and they constantly prove it's pee. And doctors constantly come out and say, and urologists constantly come out and say it's pee. And the guys would just say, they just waited like a year and go, yeah, it's real. You got to disprove it again. Guys are really vehement.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
they just want to believe it so bad.
I'll die on this
really?
hill.
Is that,
I'm making my girl
is that
squirt.
so important?
I'd be
Weird.
like, Donna, would you quit messing up the sheets? We got to go sleep in another room now. Right? That's just me.
All right,
I'm not
I'm
looking for a
done.
lot of fluid on the sheets. I'm looking for zero fluid. As little
Doesn't that
fluid.
ruin their mattresses? They got mattress covers.
You got a mattress cover?
Tracy's camera's frozen. He's got to leave.
Tried.
Did you guys think their cameras were frozen?
We're just silly. We're just silly today. I think that was pretty good though.
I did see a interview with Donald Trump and Theo Vaughn.
I did read
too.
about
It was
it.
kind of a nonsense. To me, it seemed as if Theo Vaughn was on cocaine because he was. I think he was super nervous.
Yeah.
And the things he was saying just didn't make any sense.
That's Theo Vaughn. I don't know if you've ever seen the guy.
Yeah. Well, sometimes he makes sense.
The one thing I don't like about him, which I do like him, but one thing I don't is bro. It's like, just stop with that. You just say it too much.
He's just he comes off as likable, super likable. He's got a good delivery, and sometimes he's really funny, and sometimes he's not. But sometimes he's really funny. He's just likable. You want to like Theo Vaughn. Like I want to hang out with Theo Vaughn. He seems like he'd be a fun guy to hang out with. Or he could be a complete asshole in real life.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if he comes off as super likable. Like when I first saw Theo Vaughn, like his stand up, and then like I listened to his podcast with just him, and I was like, this guy fucking blows. And then I just watched like a couple interviews with him. He was on like Joe Rogan and that Hot Ones where they eat the hot wings. And I watched both of those, and I've never wanted like a show to not end so bad. Like I was like, this is hilarious.
We'll have to check that one out, babe. Theo Vaughn on Hot Wings.
Yeah, that was.
How was the Trump one?
I just heard
saw
about it.
You didn't even see it?
I watched like
the clip of the cocaine thing.
Yeah.
It was weird.
Is he supposed to be not doing drugs anymore, Theo Vaughn?
Yeah. He says he's like,
he's sober, and he's one of those
I'm
sober ones.
I don't really.
So many. Go ahead.
He's like, he's sober for now. He says, it's like I'm not, for sure saying I'm not gonna drink or do drugs again, but for right now I'm sober.
In that interview,
he's in the part of trying to be sober, but be able to go back to it and control himself. But maybe he won't be able to control himself.
It seems like he's, in the last couple of years, he kind of blew up.
Yeah.
It seemed like that would be a hard time to
try
to be sober.
Right.
When you're like, everybody's, hey, Theo, let me buy you a drink. It's party, Yeah, it'd be kind of hard.
There's a lot of them. If you see some of those TikToks and stuff, there's a lot of comedians and people like, that are they all talk about in groups about how they're all sober now because they've just like everything was just going downhill and they all got sober. A lot of them.
No self-control. Yeah. I've been drinking my whole life. I don't plan on drinking more.
Yeah.
Just slowly taper it off.
Yeah. I wonder if Bam. I haven't heard any updates on Bam Margera in a while. I thought he was gonna be dead by now for sure.
He's still alive?
Yeah.
I thought he was dead.
No, his friend died, and that's supposedly why he went
off the deep end.
Went off the deep end, but like, I don't think he's not just like. They said like he could never skateboard again because his legs were so alcohol like rotten, like something like they were like his muscles and tendons in his legs were.
Steve-O?
No, Bam Margera.
Oh, Bam.
And
alcohol out, eaten away with alcohol.
No, like too dehydrated and something like that, and so they were like, not rubbery anymore. And
he's got rigid legs.
He's got rigid legs, but I think he was doing meth and stuff. Like he's like lost it, Like was he like that as a kid? Like he seems like an insane person. And did he just get on the meth and it messed up his mind?
Always been. He's always, as far as all along as I've heard about him, he's always going off the deep end on some kind of drug and going to rehab, and then coming out and going back into He's one of those people. It's just inevitable that he's gonna overdose one day. It's just the way it is. I'm surprised Artie never overdosed. I think he must be clean because I haven't heard.
He tried.
He ain't been arrested in a long time. And we got that flat nose and everything. That was sad.
Some people just get lucky, They just somehow make it through.
The human brain is so weird. Is that some people, they can achieve their ultimate dream. Their ultimate, he was on the Howard Stern show, probably making buku bucks, and that really made his stand up, probably tenfold. If you're going to see Artie Lang. At Side Splitters as opposed to going to see Artie Lang at Ruth Eckerd or something. It's a big time. So that really, I forgot what I was talking about.
I don't know.
What was I talking about? Artie
Going
Lang.
sober and...
I don't know. Oh, you achieve your ultimate dream and you're miserable. and you're
Yeah.
miserable, and you can't, you just can't be happy, and eventually, you commit suicide. It's just what makes some people like that. It's just, and it happens all the time. You see somebody, you're like, man, they got to the top, and they're miserable, and they're drunk, and they're getting arrested, and they're going to rehab, and
Because
then
they can't quit drinking. That's what drinking does to
you-
you.
it's in drugs too. It's the drinking and the drugs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just give me like $1 million. I'll be so happy.
So drunk or so happy.
We're so happy. Get how they get upset.
Who
No.
gets upset? What?
People, like him, he
Oh,
said-
yeah.
A
Oh,
lot
yeah.
of it is because they're alcoholics or, drug addicts. That doesn't make you happy. They keep drinking because I don't know. Do they think that makes them happy? But it doesn't.
Yeah,
It
but-
makes them miserable.
They're not happy because something in their head, and then they drink. They think it's going to make them happy, and it makes things worse.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm glad I don't have an addictive personality. Doesn't sound like fun.
I was watching this video, and I still put in the back of my head that the pyramids could have been built, maybe.
By really built by the Egyptians and
Yeah,
slaves.
by a bunch of, and they just towed these rocks 500 miles and did all this ridiculous shit. But I saw a video the other day of them, I think it was a college maybe, but they brought this giant rock to their college and put it up, put it between like some gap where you could walk under it and stuff, whatever. And they said it cost them $10 million to get the rock there. And I mean, they just
But it cost $0 with slaves.
yeah, but I'm saying like it cost. They had like some trailer with like 1,000 wheels on it, like
Yeah.
the biggest trailer you ever seen, like 1,000 wheels on it, and I'm just like, and they were saying, it's not even as heavy as a lot of the stones used to make some of the bigger stones in the pyramids.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, I don't know. How did they build these goddamn things? There's no way. I mean,
And
we
then-
can bear. And the way they moved it there, it's like if we were to build the pyramids now with that type of method,
Yeah.
take us 1,000 years to build it. It took them so long to get one big rock to there. It was-
Have we ever tried? Why
What?
don't we try to do something like building the pyramid?
Then they did, right? That you're talking about. They
They
just tried.
brought one
They tried to
rock.
just because it's too much effort, so they quit after one rock, right? That's all they could do.
I'm going to say that there's not a truck with 1,000 wheels on it.
I bet there is.
1,000 wheels.
Bet there is not.
And how would they lift those stones?
With a crane?
No, back in
Oh,
back in the
back in the
day. I mean,
Well,
we'd have to-
obviously had to be aliens. I mean, what if they were giant people back then? Just pick them up,
I don't know, that's a, that's a more likely explanation. I think that's more logical than half the other explanation.
Wouldn't they just picked them up and put them there? And they're like, why are they so
Took 'em a-
amazed at how
took
we
'em a
built these? We
week.
just picked them up and put them there.
Him and two other giants, just like it was like a game of Jenga. They're just it's done.
Just thinking 1,000,000 years from now, well, nothing we build now would still be standing. Would the pyramids could they still be standing for that long? So if there was 1,000,000 years from now, and it just so happened the tallest building we have is just still standing, and people were only this big, they're only this big,
Yeah.
and they'd be like, how did they do that?
I heard the weirdest theory the other day.
Can't assume that
That
people
they-
have always been the same size.
Like kings or whatever back in that day would reign for 30 years or something.
Yeah.
And then they'd stone them to death and then just keep throwing the rocks, and they got out of hand with it. And ended up making the pyramids, trying to bury this guy in rocks.
Who said this?
I don't even.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Preposterous. Not even. Yeah, it's bullshit. That's total bullshit.
The whole thing's bullshit. Who knows?
I think people just used to be bigger.
They could be. It could have been giant. I mean, you're talking giants. They could.
How long ago do they think those pyramids were built? Did they say? I sure they say, but
I
I
was
just don't know.
see. I couldn't guess. That's a bad date for me. I couldn't guess that. What year the pyramids were built?
Oh, it's supposed to
It's like a BC. It's a BC deal, wasn't it?
4,000 years ago or something.
2000
supposedly.
BC or something.
But they can't tell how old like any of it is, you know.
Carbon
like,
dating.
but you can't carbon date a rock, you know. So they just like go off of stuff that's like in the pyramids, and they're like
totally full of shit.
I mean, they don't have magic. Like,
I mean, 4,000 years ago, I guess, isn't that long.
like bones,
But we know the people that were living back then.
bones and teeth, like
Allegedly,
rot.
if you believe history.
Rot away pretty quick. You
Yeah,
know?
they do,
Like
yeah.
it's just these weird situations where you get fossils, and so like I feel like everything else is kind of we have no fucking clue what happened within these certain years. It's just I think all fossils are either from when they're a meteorite hit the earth and caused them to become fossils, or they fell in a tar pit and stuff like that. Like I think that's where a lot of fossils like. I've never heard of a tar pit. Is that something that only existed back in the day?
I think I don't know the La Brea tar pits in California. I don't know if they're still there or it's like just now it's like a national park or something.
Yeah.
But it used to. They're still. I don't know. I have to Google whether the tar pits are still there. But maybe that's a total myth.
Yeah.
That the dinosaurs used to fall in hot tar pits.
Yep.
It's not even believable when you think about it. What's a hot tar pit?
What is a hot tar pit?
Is a tar a natural resource?
NHRA says you can't carbon date a rock? ? Exclamation point.
No.
There's no carbon in a rock, right?
You can't.
Is there
carbon
carbon
date
in a rock?
They carbon date things that were like in the pyramids.
That were living, right?
No. But
Like what? Like what are they carbon dating?
I think you can carbon date like wood and stuff like that, and they'd carbon date things that they found in the pyramids, which doesn't really prove when they were built.
Like they found some petrified wood in there.
So this is when the Egyptians. This is
The
4,000.
pyramids?
Yeah.
Yes.
It just blows my mind. Some of this. It's like regular. I'm not gonna say. I sound so stupid.
Say it.
Oh, come on.
It's just like regular people were around 4,000 years ago. What?
Yeah. Regular people.
Is that a long time or not?
That just, it seems so long. It's like, what? I didn't know people existed 4,000 years ago.
So evolution allegedly takes, thousands of years.
No, but like
thousands,
how
tens
long
of
ago,
thousands
Tell
of
me again
years.
how long ago cavemen lived.
Like millions of years ago.
I mean, because to me,
I can never
cavemen
remember
were
that.
people.
No, kinda. Ooga ooga.
I mean, they walked, right? They walked.
They walked.
They did things. They made tools. They communicated. They walked up and down like us, just because
There were certain
me, that's
physical
man.
differences. Certain physical differences.
Well, what? Their heads were bigger. Or
Big skulls. I don't know.
that still seems like a man. It seems like a person.
I'm not the guy to be arguing about. I don't know enough about
early
man.
We
I
don't
know
know
enough.
that much about him either, man. Like we say we know a lot, but
You don't know about Piltdown Man? I just know that that's a thing. They found him, and he was close to the missing link.
Yeah.
Something like that.
I mean, there's
It's all
probably
fake.
so many missing links, and
They probably found the missing link, and it's Area 51. We're not letting anybody know about the missing link because it's a total alien.
yeah.
They've got alien fossils stuck in the tar pits.
It says you cannot carbon date. Guys, can you carbon date rocks? The answer is no.
Told you.
Trace is right again. Right.
Tar, Buzzy's Moist Red Rocket says tar is bitumen and is mostly found in oil sands. So there's such a thing as. Is that so? Like when you get tar, I'm gonna sound really ignorant. Like roof tar.
Yeah.
Is that from nature, from a tar pit, or they just make the tar?
We make tar.
So we make tar. We
Making tar.
we can recreate tar.
I don't know what we use to make tar, but
I don't know. Bitumen.
yeah.
Says Buzzy's Moist Red Rocket.
Did you guys watch Land of the Lost?
No, we did not.
No, I don't know if I want you to or not.
Had a couple people say it was crappy, so we were like, why waste the time? I'm not gonna worry about it.
I was kind of wanting to go home today and watch it again.
Really?
He's gonna eat 3 gummies and think it's the funniest movie ever.
Damn straight. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, had done any of the mushroom gummies lately?
No, I did.
Is that something that you think you would do occasionally, or it's like, nah, not really, too much?
Yeah. I mean, you gotta. I just don't
legal.
have
They're
the,
legal.
Yeah,
legal
have
gummies.
I don't have the time or the time alone.
Sure, you gotta
to
invest the effort.
You really gotta make a plan and have a day set aside to do it.
A whole day set aside.
A whole day. Yeah.
So what? You don't know what they're made of?
They got a bunch of mushrooms. The different types of mushrooms in them.
He said it sounded sketchy or something about what you were saying. He was telling
Like
Spice about it. Then he goes on to tell him that he was like saying, well, I think they're making them in the back or something. I'm like, no, Trace didn't say they were making them. Did you feel that?
I said they're
He
making
keeps
them.
saying that for some reason, but everywhere has them. You can go to any smoke shop and get. They got the chocolates and the gummies were just what I seemed to affect me the most.
Yeah.
I've done the chocolates and didn't really do too much.
How long do you have to invest in that? Like, how long's it gonna last?
It's different, The first time me and Lauren got one online, and we split it and watched TV, and I was like, we both kind of felt like we felt it, and at one point I was feeling it a little bit, and then like 2 hours later, I was just like, oh. I don't feel anything all of a sudden. It was weird because usually.
But I thought you said one time it affected you a lot.
Yeah, and then
how long did that last?
It lasted longer than I thought it would. Like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah, so you need. Which you took a lot, probably, right?
Yeah, it was pretty intense.
It got to say on the package what's in it, right?
It does say on the package,
okay.
And it's
what's
not
in it.
psilocybin, right? 'Cause
No.
that would be illegal.
So maybe it's what is it? A feeling of just like being real high? Is
No.
it some kind of THC? No.
No, it's like mushrooms. It feels like you're on mushrooms. Like everything is like the, Well, you don't.
Wonder what they could sell that would make you feel that way.
There's always somebody looking for something, some technicality to get people high legally.
Yeah.
Always somebody doing
It
that.
felt pretty good, and it was, it felt like I was on mushrooms, but it also had a slight feeling of not mushrooms. Like all the knockoff shit they sell at the fucking smoke shop. It's not quite weed. It's like smoking spice or something compared to.
They're getting gummies and spraying Raid in them.
I'm wondering what's in them, like the.
That's what it is.
Like that
It's
stuff that
probably
Trace used to say your friends did that made them.
Spice.
Spice.
Is it spice?
Yeah, it's bug spray. It's chemicals. They could be doing that. You never know.
I did smoke the spice a little bit. I think just about everybody smoked a little bit of the spice they used, back in the day. But I would always, it was like once a month I'd try that shit. And it'd be terrible, just awful. The worst high you've ever experienced, just freaking out. And then it'd be like, I'm never doing that again. And then a month later, my friends are smoking it. And they're like, hey, try this, Like, fine, I'll try it one more time. And I'd always take a teeny little hit, and it's still like, fuck, just paranoid like a motherfucker, sitting in my driveway waiting to get nuclear bombed and shit. Like, it's not fun.
Okay, so why could there be? So is there something like pot that you could smoke that's legal that nobody knows about? Because who's ever heard of this other gummy? I mean, this other mushroom, and they act like so you can. So the psilocybin is.
She's getting
illegal.
worked up. She's getting worked up.
So that's illegal. But this it says Modus Voodoo Mushroom Gummies, and this is from like a smoke shop.
Yeah.
And it says Have you been searching for a legal alternative to psilocybin? You know, look no further. Our voodoo mushroom gummies are derived from the Amanita muscaria mushroom.
Oh,
So
yeah.
why wouldn't everybody just be like, all right, no, we can't do psilocybin. Let's do the Amanita
I think
muscaria
they are.
mushroom.
I went in the
just
smoke
now.
shop the other day, and they're like, "Yeah, these things are flying off the shelf." You know.
Widely known for its psychedelic properties. Each pack contains 6 gummies with 500 milligrams of mushroom extract.
It's the same thing as always.
Maybe they're harder to find. Like
Eskimo.
you'd have to go out in the forest and search for those kind of mushrooms, whereas the other ones grow in cow poop. Could that be it?
It's
So you know, all you gotta do is go to a cow
same
pasture.
thing as fucking spice and all this other
grow
shit.
'em.
You find something that gets you high, everybody starts doing it, and then they make it illegal. You know, it's
Yeah, but why haven't people getting high off these? You know, hasn't that been a thing? If
just figured
if
it
it was
out.
just easy to get high off of these mushrooms, people would be doing it, but they weren't until now.
Yeah.
And somebody found a way to grow them easier or something.
I don't make these mushrooms, you guys. Like, get off my back.
Just saying, you know, you think that
trying to
would be
figure it out.
something
Just-
that people would have known for years. Oh yeah, no, just get the whatever it's called.
Maybe it's just because they're hard to say. That's why.
Amanita muscaria.
See,
mushrooms.
that's the psilocybin flows off the tongue. Amanita muscaria does not. It's just like the skank ass river. Skank ass river is not popular. Neither are the Amanita muscaria onion.
And I don't
onion
see
rings.
any other ingredients that would
What
make
the
it
fuck is
that
Are
way.
you on mushrooms?
Other ingredients are pure cane sugar, water, corn syrup, fruit pectin, citric acid, natural flavoring,
And
ratio and coloring 2-to-1 whatever ratio muscimol, muscarian, and ibotenic acid. Maybe one of those.
That's what it is.
Maybe
They're
one of
putting
those-
LSD in it.
Yeah, maybe one of those or
I'll
something.
go get some more if they are.
I found some kind of loophole.
Because it doesn't contain just the mushroom. The Amanita muscaria.
See,
I don't know what
NHRA
these other 3 things are.
NHRA says if they're on cow poop, they're the stuff.
Yep.
So that's why people, because you don't want to mess with mushrooms because they'll kill you.
No.
And if you that the ones in cow poop are safe, then that's what people are going to use.
Yeah.
These Amanita muscaria, they probably grow in they might grow in the woods, and you might be poisoning yourself with something you thought was that.
I wish I knew what mushrooms you could eat because I find mushrooms all the time.
I'll tell you, I got a mushroom app on my phone that tells me what
wouldn't
mushrooms
you still
are.
be afraid to eat
Can
it
you-
though? Be like, what if I'm
'cause
identifying this wrong and
some
I
of them will
frickin'
kill you.
die?
They'll kill you.
Yeah.
I'd like to know, like, the mushrooms that grow in your yard. You can get some nice big saucer.
There was one that was
Yeah,
like this
don't
big.
eat those
It
ones.
was like this big.
and they look delicious. They look like a mushroom you could eat,
Yeah.
but I have no idea. I'm not going to try it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not worth it. So I don't know how you'd know.
for sure.
The mushrooms will pretty much look similar. I'm not risking it. One's deadly and one's delicious. I'll let the mushroom company figure that out.
Yeah, I'd like to know if there's a thing that I mean, I guess there is an app that would tell you, but I don't know that I'd still eat it. I still wouldn't eat it.
I'm such a pussy nowadays when it I went shrooming a lot when I was a kid, but never found any mushrooms.
Never?
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, you're supposed to go like on a night when it's all rainy and moist,
Oh,
and stuff like that. And I just never knew this, so we'd go on the driest day of the year, not
Yeah.
even thinking about it, out in the field at night, looking for mushrooms, and we go to hit up a bunch of different cow fields, like. Now, it'd be just being an adult. Like, I was driving around Webster the other day, and I was like, there's no way I'm just getting out of my fucking car and jumping a fence into somebody's property and going and looking for
Gonna
mushrooms.
get shot.
Fuck that. Not only get shot, but just get caught with a pocket full of mushrooms from somebody else's property. I'm like, I mean,
You were young and foolish.
I was at the park the other day, at the skate park by myself, and over the fence, I saw, some mushrooms, and they were like 10 feet over the fence. And I was just too scared. I was like, I can't. No way am I going.
I feel like it would be more like, you live like one of your neighbors has cows and a big, big pasture. And so you know them and you know that where they are all the time. And you know that you can jump over their fence and run through their yard or, someone you have lived next to for a long time. That would be. It says many mushrooms that grow in America are not poisonous, but there are an estimated 250 species that are toxic to humans.
And I wonder, they say that. I wonder how toxic they are.
They cause symptoms including upset stomach, trouble breathing, seizures, liver or kidney damage, and even death. So,
not worth
I
the
found
risk,
there was some pretty cool ones I found the other day. I almost ate them. They were just like bright orange. These big, bright, and they're almost like real thick.
Super toxic.
And they said they were like a delicacy, but I didn't eat them.
Here's one called the Destroying Angel. That sounds...
That's a good name.
Yeah. The Destroying Angel is another highly toxic mushroom belonging to the Amanita gene family.
Oh, see?
That's the one that...
See, that's why
you
might die trying to get the Amanita mescalia. What's it called?
The Destroying Angel. Looks like a regular mushroom to me. Like the death cap, it contains one called the
death cap. Man, a lot of people must have died from mushrooms.
Like the death cap, it contains amatoxins, and can cause severe liver and kidney damage if ingested. It's characterized by its pure white color. Well, that describes almost all of them to me.
You can sell this $5.
Sorry, my bad.
Stately appearance and bulbous base, commonly found in woodlands.
Bulbous base.
And can be easily mistaken for edible species like horse mushroom or meadow mushroom.
See, now that's kind of, I think that
Here
might
it is.
be
Is
why.
this it right here, babe? Is this it right here?
It looks like it.
Well, the one I'm looking at is open, but...
Oh, it opens.
I think that, the ones that mess you up that they always grow in cow poop is part of the reason they're more popular. I think just because it's growing in the shit. It's the I'm not going to die.
That's what I said. That was my whole point.
That was your whole point.
So
I just agreed with you.
You know you're not going to die.
Yeah.
That's pretty important. In popularity is knowing you're not going to die. So this is what they look like when they open.
Like any other mushroom. And then you
It's
got
just
the
like
brown ones,
yeah.
and these ones are called, some of them, deadly skull caps. The autumn skull cap and the honey mushroom are, like a brown color. They're deadly.
So, this looks like the mushroom that grows in your yard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just no way I'm eating a mushroom unless it's, somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm surprised more people don't die accidentally. Maybe they just only get mushrooms at mushroom farms.
People
I
don't eat
guess it's
mushrooms out of the
farms.
yard. It's not a thing people
Do they?
People don't.
Oh, I don't.
you
Yeah, I
know?
don't think so.
Besides me, I was
You ate one time?
I was tempted to eat, some of these mushrooms because they were, just because they said they were delicious. I was looking up some mushrooms the other day, and they're like,
But you didn't do it.
I didn't. I almost did. I should have eaten it. Should have making a stew.
Oh, it's crazy.
No, you shouldn't have.
I ain't eating no shrooms from nobody.
Oh, yeah.
Some of the most poisonous mushrooms in Florida are the false moral, the liberty cap, the fly agaric, banded matagill, and the haymaker.
A haymaker.
Yeah.
I saw in the emails that you sent me an ink spike Karen. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. He
Okay.
sent it.
So we got Karen competitions now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's pissed at Sean.
Oh, so let's see if this one outdoes Sean's. We'll have Battle of the Karen. Instead of the
Are we
Sean
gonna
Raz
watch it
Karen,
now?
we'll have no. When we come back after 9
Oh.
o'clock, we'll watch it. We'll have the Battle of the Karens instead. Do you think you can out Karen Sean Raz? So
We shall see.
this is a.
Don't forget to vote. Vote.cltampa.com. We only got a week?
About a week left.
A week left. Vote.cltampa.com. Vote every day. Vote every day.
Vote once
Go-
a day.
and entertainment, the best podcast, The Hang with Mike and Matt, and the best morning TV show.
How long does this
ClusterF show.
competition
Cluster
go
F
on
show.
for?
Till the end of the month.
Till the end of the month.
What month is? What's the date?
What's the date?
What's the date today?
Oh, it's the 22nd. B Bumpy's got the link right there in the chiz at B Bumpy's got the link. Thank you, B Bumpy.
What's up, Dion's bathtub?
Here's a lemonade stand.
Car
Gimmick.
slowly approaches, and the man comes out of the car. Rebecca, who's 10, told me she started to pour him lemonade, and he quickly grabs
He stole their money. He stole their
the
money.
jar with their money and takes off.
He doesn't look like
They
a
run
guy
in
that would
the head.
do that. I mean, he wasn't dressed like
Seeming
a.
pretty good. And then the guy came. He acted really nice. He was just saying like, "Nice, y'all, you're doing a lemonade stand." And then he was getting pretty close, but my back was turned, so I didn't really realize.
Rebecca and her younger brother Josh ran inside and told their mom they had been robbed.
Peeled out.
Car slowly
Peeled out. I'm telling you, Trace, that's a great idea.
What, start robbing lemonade stands?
Robbing little kids.
No, have your two feral children
Get
have
robbed?
and fake rob them and have it videotaped. Look how perfect this video is. See, have them video, and you know what happens? It gets on the news, and then you put it on. Just put it on Facebook.
GoFundMe.
No,
And
you
then-
don't. You don't. Yeah, they set up a GoFundMe for you. You don't have to
Yeah.
do it. See, so you're just totally. You look like the victim.
And then someone puts this video out there of you talking about it. And it's
Yeah.
all over.
Yeah, it's a great. I guarantee you, she put this on Facebook, and these kids are getting probably hundreds and hundreds of dollars, if not
Let's
thousands.
have Harper and Bella cry. We were trying to sell lemonade to give my parents a new house,
Yeah.
and somebody
Oh,
robbed us.
those two could pull. Those two would pull it off like nobody's business. They'd be so excited to do that.
There was a couple that they were younger, probably in their 20s, and they said they
Yeah.
sold everything, and they had a sailboat. It wasn't a great sailboat, but it was a sailboat, and they were living out on somewhere off of St. Pete or somewhere like that. And then that Hurricane Debbie came through,
Yeah.
and they tried, they were on their boat because that's the only place they had to be.
Yeah.
And the boat got pushed up against the seawalls and crushed, And then some retired guy just saw it on the news and gave him his sailboat.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it looked like about almost the exact same size sailboat,
Yeah.
the one you can live on.
He was like,
And it looked nice, like he kept it nice too.
Yeah, he was an older guy that kept it nice. That probably doesn't use it anymore, and he gave him his sailboat.
I mean, that was talk about something cool to do.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, that.
He
Really
was like, I think it made me feel better than them.
you would feel good because it changed these people's lives because they'd put everything into this sailboat and moved down here. They'd been here 2 months, and then the boat's gone. The city's taking it and hauling it to
They
the
signed
dump.
it over to the city, so it'd be taken away.
And this guy changed their lives because they're like, we don't know what we're gonna do. We're going back to
I guess
Kentucky.
we got to go back. But what if they had already decided, like, yeah, I don't know about living on the water. I don't want to.
Now they got to.
We had to
they could
go
just-
through that hurricane was pretty scary, and
They're
what if
gonna-
another one comes? And
Yeah,
let's
that's
just
true.
not live on the water. Let's
They're
just
gonna
go back home.
sell that sailboat and blow all the money on meth.
Yep.
That's what they're gonna do. I could tell.
Yep.
I need to have a yard sale. My kids love having yard sales, and I just haven't been able to, because they always get a bunch of junk together. I'm like, I'm not gonna go up and put up a sign that says yard
Yeah.
sale, and make people turn around for some rubber band bracelets and some old toys.
Junk.
I gotta get some junk together.
What is this? I'm gonna read this from VW Rick. Donna, you should have foraging books in bug out bags.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now that I read it out loud, it made more sense. I read it 3
I had-
times and went, "What?"
I had to read it twice too.
I still don't get it.
It's you should have the booklet
Books.
that tells you what you can eat and what you can't in the woods.
I mean,
if
I
you're,
have
if you're
a-
foraging for
Yeah.
food because of the nuclear holocaust.
I have a couple of books, like the Farmer's Almanac and stuff like that. Does that show anything?
Maybe.
Maybe. I think guarantee there's some books that tell you just what you can eat in the woods.
Yeah.
And we need to get one of those. When you're living on roots, I don't know if it's. You might want to just pack it in.
Yeah. I'll live off of some roots.
Got some wild turkeys. Like you said, all the wild turkeys, the deer, they've been gone in a week. Just blasted to oblivion.
Sure.
By selfish people. Society can't exist in more than 20 or 30 people in a group.
I think so.
Without that kind of shit happening. So I guess we're going to get to work on the lemonade caper.
Did they make any money off of it? What was that?
He got $40. No, I didn't look into it, but I'm guarantee that's anytime something happens with a lemonade stand, they make big bucks.
Yeah.
In the media hype following
$40
it.
though. These girls
were doing pretty good.
Must have been doing pretty good.
Remember they lied. Yeah. Trying to get more sympathy. There's like 25 cents in that jar.
You never see kids doing a lemonade stand anymore. Was that ever a thing that kids would do? I remember seeing one every once in a while as a kid, maybe. I don't see that ever anymore.
I think every kid back in the day tried it at least once.
Yeah.
It never usually didn't work out. You never got any. In the neighborhood we lived, back when I was a kid, there wasn't enough traffic, really.
Yeah, I think I had one one time and went and put my sign and stuff out at the front of the road, and nobody ever came by. I was like, nah.
Just sat there in the hot sun.
What were those weird fruits that used to grow on those bushes
Beside our house.
Oh. They were
like a red orange.
They're orangish red, and they had like a tomato, but they had ridges.
Yeah.
Ridges around them, and they were
and you could eat them.
edible. They just weren't that good.
I never ate one. Did you?
Oh yeah, I used to
Were
eat
they
them.
all right?
They were all right.
Yeah,
You just ate it because it was something outside you could eat.
I remember I picked a bunch of those and set up a stand to sell them, in the front of the road, and I set them up, and only one person stopped by all day, and they were basically like, "What the hell are these?" And then they drove off.
Yeah. I saw a lemonade stand about 8 months ago. And that's the first one I've seen.
Yeah, I haven't seen one for
almost in 30 years.
What you ever see the people out selling bottles of water? Like in the median.
Yeah. Yep.
For $1. Do they what's the deal with that? Is that legal?
I don't think it's legal. It's just nobody's really going to shut it down, I guess, unless they get a complaint. Nobody's complaining because nobody cares.
Yeah, I don't understand why you can't do stuff like that. Really blows my mind, if you
taking tax dollars. See, nobody's paying tax on that water. You're not paying tax. That's a cash business right there.
Gosh, what a fucked up country. I mean,
they want every cent, buddy. Every single cent. The corporations can get away with cheating, with millions on taxes, but they don't want Leroy on the corner making that $16 today and not paying taxes.
Yeah,
that's a USA.
Man,
USA.
I did. Well, me and John used to run a candy business at the school, and I don't think the school would have let anybody else do it, but they were like, they're not selling drugs, so just let them sell their candy and their sodas. And I barely even brought books to school. I just brought a cooler with sodas in it and a big old bag of candy. I'm like, I'm ready for school.
They're like, how about some homework, Trace? How about that?
See, I mean, you were learning to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
What you did there was more value to you than anything you would have learned that day at school.
Yeah, I mean, we were making we could really gouge the fat kids too. I mean,
you were learning marketing. See,
there was, we do a little bit of going around asking people, but we already know who wanted the snacks. We knew,
Targeting the fat kids.
And there was
Brilliant.
There was a couple kids that you could tell like their parents would let them take candy or soda to school because they were fat, and they'd see us and they're like, "Woo!" They always had $5.
Yeah, for some of them snack cakes.
Yeah,
It's a brilliant idea. They were like, "Oh, we got to give it to them." Them fat kids are eating that stuff up. And they're making big bucks. All right, we got to take a break. Jerry will be here probably in about 45 minutes. Mike and Jerry show at 11. Then your head tomorrow morning, 7:45. Bar show tomorrow night. Upcoming, we got History with Trace and maybe the Ink Spike Karen.
Trace, I got internet back in the other side.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Finally. They finally sent somebody out who knew what they were doing.
A guy out that knew what he was doing. He was like, well, this is unhooked. This is unplugged. This is unplugged. This is I'm like, ah.
Where have you been? Donna blew him. Right there. You blew him right there. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
I did not.
We'll be right back with more ClusterF. The one and only Glenn Campbell. There's only one to lead this country. Only one man who's bold. One man who sells sneakers dipped in gold. They tried to stop him with gunfire, but he's still doing fine. And the wicked bad orange man is still gonna fight. Fight! They thought they could assassinate him, but they just missed his brain. Now they can't stop him. Trump has got a real big swamp to drain. Precious Donald, we all watch you, staring at the sun so bright, and the wicked bad orange man is still gonna fight. Bring it down, Glenn. Bring it down, Glenn. Whoa! Get the hankies out. Get the hankies out. I know Jesus will protect you, and we'll have MAGA for all time. And the wicked bad orange man is still gonna fight. It's okay. You can use your hankies. We know. Oh, it's allergy season. Right, Ned's Navy. It's allergy season. I get it. Yeah, you forgot your Clarington. Yeah, I get it. Me too. I forgot my Clarington too. Ned's Navy.
T-Town G's, yeah, we're from the hood. Last time you heard from us, we were up to no good. Stealing. Gucci lame here, and I don't use protection. Tuttle might not, post your bro gets erection. 20 grand blunt, but I smoked it in one session. Real quick, if we ever get locked up, will someone yell objection? Gucci lame here, and post your bro too. If you see us in the streets, tell me what you gonna do. Yeah, we in the fast lane 102. Mess with us, guarantee we gon' shoot. Gucci lame and post your bro. Outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish. Every day we drinking booze, outlandish. $50,000 shoes, Outlandish. 20s on the PT Cruise. Outlandish. Everything we say or do. Outlandish.
Poacher Brown here, and you heard about my whip.
Rolling.
But you haven't heard about my 1,000-round clip. I'm a little bit crazy, but I'm on medication.
Insane.
If I don't take them, killing fools my occupation.
Killing.
Yeah, I'm on Zoli, so I don't do masturbation.
Don't touch it.
Yeah, I'll slap a hook, cause I got no patience.
That was Poacher Brown, he's got a 1,000-round clip.
Shots.
If I drive a four-wheeler, you know that I'm a flip.
Flip it.
Drink and touch vodka, yeah, I know you wanna sip.
You broke.
Get blacked out drunk, then my penis you gon' grip.
Don't touch Gucci Lame or your ass I'm gonna kill. Don't mess with me, I'm crazy, cause I'm on so many pills. The song is outlandish and I hope it pays the bills. If it don't, I slit my throat, my blood is gonna spill.
Gucci Lame and Poacher Brown, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish. Every day we drink and booze, outlandish. $50,000 shoes, outlandish. 20s on the PT Cruise, outlandish. Everything we say or do, outlandish.
You got a headache over there?
Going for
Yep.
the BC.
Bad headache.
I got a little bit of a headache,
I know she does.
and a little bit of BC will make it go away.
It's she gave herself a headache.
I go like this, and I pinch the bottom of it right about where I want to take some, and I only take.
She takes a key bump of BC
Yeah.
powder to counteract the Prozac. Give her a little bump. She's on a roller coaster ride.
Yeah, BC powder sends me on a roller coaster
It must.
ride. Just
She's willing to
rolling all
lie
over me.
about medical issues to get that stuff in her system.
She's this close away from sucking dick for
She's
BC
gonna
powder.
be shooting up that BC.
Hey, I'll take a beer. No, I don't need a perfectly symmetrical cube and a glass of ice for my beer. I'll just take it like a fucking. Man, that's a spin. Hey, shock top. I think it's shock. No warrant. Hey, Jesus. Hey. Are you mad about Nagasaki still? Is this a recreation of the Hiroshima? I want to like a beer. Buddy, could this get? Ow! That fucking dry ice burns. What the fuck are you? Hey, can we get a manager over here? Hey, Fanny the florist. I want an eye.
Suck our dicks! Yeah! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Yeah! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks! Suck our dicks!
Welcome back to ClusterF. Ink Spike Karen coming up. History of Trace in a little bit. Mike and Jerry show 11 o'clock. Ned your head tomorrow morning 7:45. Jam-packed with crap. Bar show tomorrow night 8 o'clock. The bar show. I don't think it gets the credit it deserves.
No.
It's a funny show. It's a good show. It's a good show. It's basically ClusterF with drinks. Maybe we just start calling it that. ClusterF with drinks.
Yeah.
Come drink with us. I was at the bar the other night. $14 for an old fashioned. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about?
Did you get a $14 old
No, I
fashioned?
got a 750 Blue Moon.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm not getting no fucking $14 old fashioned. Just insult. I just can't do it.
No, I can't either.
I've always never worried about it. It's like, I don't go that often. I can get an old fashioned. Now it's just like I'm not paying $14 for an old fashioned. I can buy a bottle of whiskey for that. $14.
Right.
Outrageous.
God, I had the Chalupa Cravings box last night from Taco Bell.
Oh, man, you gotta stop that stuff, buddy.
It was
it
good.
What's in a Chalupa's craving box?
2 chalupas. They're supposed to be steak, but I got them ground beef, a crunchy taco, and a burrito.
Jesus, you ate it all?
Yeah,
oh
Lauren.
My God.
That's what I wanted.
Lord have mercy.
And then I told Lauren to get me that, and she got that. She thought it was the wrong thing, so she also got me 2 crunchy tacos as well, just in case.
She's trying to kill you. She's trying to give you a
So
heart
I
attack.
ate those 2. Oh, it was so good.
Go
Me
ahead.
and Bella went fishing all day yesterday, and we didn't bring any food or nothing.
He never does. He never does.
So
I always try to tell him, just take a bag of chips. If anything, Bella gets hungry. She wants some chips.
Yeah, Bella's starving. Too bad. That's what say. They'll toughen you up.
Yep.
Toughen you up.
Yeah.
Did you want to? Speaking of heart attacks, did you want to take his blood pressure, babe?
Yeah. Let's take your blood
Take
pressure.
Trace's blood pressure. He probably ain't been to the doctor in years.
No. Last time I took it, it was super high, but I feel like they did it wrong or something.
Ooh.
The machine at the Winn-Dixie. How do you do this? Oh, do you even know how to work it?
She knows.
Careful, my gout elbow.
You got gout elbow?
You're gonna make his gout come back by
Yeah.
putting on that cuff. Put it on tight.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I hate these things when you can start feeling your heartbeat in your
Yeah.
arm. I don't like that feeling.
Here we go.
Oh, gosh.
Which is just your arm down.
No, all right.
Don't move or cross your feet.
Freaking out. Oh, it's
Here it goes.
just squeezing.
Don't freak out. Just relax.
I'm relaxing. Oh, squeezing the gout out of my arm. That's nice.
Yeah, that'll be good, huh? Is it tight?
It's
Tight.
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 I don't think I'm supposed to be talking or anything.
No. Just relax.
Relax. Just relax. Is it doing anything?
Yeah. It just takes a second. And then it'll release and tell you your...
And what's the good blood pressure numbers?
Turn this mic on.
It is on.
Your systolic pressure is 135 millimeters of mercury. Your diastolic pressure is 93 millimeters of mercury. Your heart rate is 84 beats
That's
per
high.
minute.
84.
Your blood pressure indicates mild hypertension.
Oh boy.
What does that mean?
You've got mild.
Mild high blood pressure.
Oh, is that bad?
Yeah, very bad.
Hey, at your age.
Your age for sure.
Well, you just ruined my day. Thanks a lot.
Come do mine.
135 over 93?
Yep.
Is that what it said?
Yep,
Write that
135
down.
over 93. Mild hypertension.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I was doing a lot of talking and moving and stuff while I was doing it. So I am blaming
yeah,
on that.
that's what it was. It's the talking and that moving.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
It doesn't. I hope I'm.
Where do you get high blood pressure at? What's that from?
Not enough diet and exercise, probably.
Oh,
would
that
imagine.
sounds about right.
Eating the
as
wrong-
soon as I get
also,
done with
yeah.
my taco story.
He has hypertension just from last night.
Yeah, I'm still getting
From-
my system.
From the.
Relax.
Okay, relax. You guys do the talking. I'm gonna relax here. Oh.
What does salt do to your body? Is salt bad for you?
It's tight.
They say salt's only bad if you have high blood pressure, but I don't know. A lot of things I've been seeing lately say that salt, I mean, you need salt.
Yeah.
Going to sleep.
I don't eat a lot of sugar, but I definitely eat a lot of salt.
Which is good, because sugar's bad. But salt,
You almost fell asleep.
It feels so good. The pressure on my arm, closing my eyes.
Feels like he's getting a massage.
Yeah, he's going to fall asleep.
Oh, no, I gotta sneeze. Man, this is good. Look at that.
Woo.
Your heart rate is 66 beats per minute.
That's right.
Your blood pressure is optimal. Measurement complete.
Optimal,
man.
bitch. Started swimming again. Oh, I feel so much better since I started swimming again. So much better. I couldn't stand not doing stuff. Not exercising. I couldn't stand it. And now I feel my knee doesn't hurt too bad when I swim, so I'm going to swim. I guess I got another 2 or 3 months before I can not swim again. Before it gets too cold.
I gotta start doing something. I was going on walks and little jogs for like a week, and then I wasn't.
So you gotta do something. It's the best thing. It's the best thing you can do. It's the easiest and best thing you can do for your health. Is just exercise a little, just a little bit, like three times a week. Do 10 minutes of intense exercise. They say that does wonders for you. I'm telling you.
Oh man,
Look at me.
It's making me hungry.
Optimal, bitch. Look at that resting heart rate. That's an athlete's heart right there.
Whatever.
It is. Trace's, your pulse was a little high.
Is that just starting out? Was that okay? So Don, we're gonna do Donna's. This is our going to the doctor right here. So
this is my insurance.
This is our monthly checkup.
I feel like I have it too low on my arm.
Found one of these on the ground. I'm tempted to eat it.
You're gonna eat that by the end of the show. I can guarantee it.
What are those called?
They're nut busters. I don't know.
They're the
crunchy peanuts.
They're peanuts covered in some kind of cheap something.
They're pretty good.
Coating, but they're sriracha. Oh,
yeah.
Lord have mercy. I could eat a whole jar of those.
Yeah,
man.
no problem.
That's what I like. Stuff. If I had like a favorite, stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
That's good. I'm the same as Trace. High normal.
High
What's
normal.
high normal
means you're at the highest range of normal.
Yeah.
You're about ready to not be normal. So the 131. So you got a much lower second number. I don't know what that means.
131 over 72.
And about the same on the top.
My pulse rate always seems to be high.
Manson is best gifted a tier 1 sub. Thank you very much. Manson is best. Appreciate it.
So we're all okay.
We're all different.
But Trace,
except for me.
Yours was a little high.
A little bit high, buddy.
I don't know. Do you go on hot blood pressure medicine when you're? Trace would never take
no,
it
you got to change.
every day though. He would never.
And you don't want to get on that stuff.
No,
if you can help it, you got to diet and exercise will lower your.
Yeah, I got to work on that. I just
got to do it.
They say it's the high blood pressure is the silent killer.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of exercise, and I can't do any exercise. That's why.
Well, he told you could swim.
You got to force yourself. And it's summertime. It's not a big deal. It's nice and hot out, and you swim for 20 minutes and just swim. I know it's boring. But I know what I'll do and what I won't do. So I swim the laps, then I get out and do some push-ups because it's boring as hell doing the laps, and that breaks that up, even though it sucks doing push-ups. Then you do 10 more laps, and you do some more push-ups, and you just swim some more laps. And it sucks, but it takes 20 minutes, and I think it it's a big difference in your health, a huge difference. Okay, that's all the preaching I'm going to do.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Ned's Navy says my resting heart rate is 103. Whew.
Oh my Lord. Who said that?
Ned's Navy.
Oh my God! Well, it was nice knowing you, Ned's Navy. I hope you can make it to your farewell meet and greet coming up in November. Just hang on, buddy. Hang on. A lot of people die right after they reach, certain milestones. So it'll be his last meet and greet, and it was wonderful associating and knowing you and your lovely wife. And wow, 103.
Yeah. I think.
How long can your heart keep that up?
I think I was watching.
You really? I'm sorry, Ned's Navy.
Yeah.
He's got you in the ground already.
I think I was watching Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary where he said his dad died, and then his mom died at the
funeral.
No, at the
hospital. It's a guessing game with Trace.
Where he went to the cemetery and she died right where he was buried.
Like that soon after, or just sometime?
Just went to go see him and just died right there.
Too bad. They should have had a pre-dug hole.
Yeah.
Right in there.
Just hopped right in.
Man. Who was that?
Arnold Schwarzenegger. LTW says thanks for the sub. Manson is best. Good to have you here, LTW.
Interesting character, Arnold. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He was during the lockdowns. He was very screw your freedoms. Get the shot. And then afterward, he's like, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Yeah.
Really? He said that?
Yeah. I don't know what's better, that response, or because that's hypocritical. He's just doing it to save face.
Yeah.
I don't know. You should say a lot more. Say my bad. I'm a real asshole for I'm a real asshole for saying that.
That's
well, I mean, I don't know how to feel about people who got fooled. If everybody's telling you people should take the shot and you're the governor, you just say, you need to go get the shot. But I don't know. Do you need to do more personal research on it?
Yes, I think you do. As a responsible person, governor, you need to get all the information to make your decision for the good of the people, not just take, whatever's politically correct advice at the time. Here's the Ink Spike Karen of the week. Let's see. Karen fakes being a wealthy pregnant cop.
I just want you to know how people abuse their power. You want to know my stuff? Gonna be here? I make
This is probably the highlights, right?
Yeah.
This is the highlights. Let's see where it really starts. You think? Okay, here we go.
Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm pregnant. I'm about to have a miscarriage. And I can
I'm about to have. She knows she's about to have a miscarriage.
I'm
about to have a miscarriage. What a fucking bitch! Punch her in the face.
I'm a veteran.
I think.
I'm a veteran. I'm pregnant. What else is she gonna use?
Cop cam video.
A flight to San Juan is pre-boarding after hours of delays in Orlando. Victoria Ramirez asks a Spirit Airlines supervisor to switch her seat, but was denied boarding due to her behavior and signs of intoxication. After the staff begin moving the wheelchairs down the jetway, Miss Ramirez pushes a ticket agent and rushes toward the plane. But the supervisor closes the aircraft door. Victoria then whacks her in the head, tries to operate the door and swing it back open, but is unable to do so. Officers arrive and remove Victoria from the jetway. Officers write in their arrest report that Miss Ramirez smelled of alcohol.
Those officers ain't in no hurry.
No,
it
seems like there's a disturbance going on. The one guy almost went into a jog, but then went right back to walking.
Yeah, I think it at least deserves a fast walk. These guys are just lollygagging there.
Was shouting and became erratic, telling officers she was pregnant. At one point, she takes off her pants, says her water broke, and proceeds to urinate while sitting in a chair at gate 23.
My water broke.
Realizing she was not getting on the flight, Victoria became combative, throwing her cell phones and her $200,000 handbag. Ramirez refused medical.
Did you just hear what he said?
What?
Throwing her something
And her
in her
$200,000
$200,000 handbag.
Is that true?
What are you talking about?
200,000. Why is she flying commercial if she's got a $200,000 handbag?
had no.
Is there a $200,000 handbag? I mean,
Is she a billionaire?
I don't understand.
For more Cop Cam content, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.
She hit me, she hit everything. I'm gonna press cards.
All right.
No, I want to help you.
Okay.
That's it. So she holding boarding. No, understand that? Absolutely not. Hitting the bridge. Absolutely not.
Look at those shoes she's got on.
The $10,000 shoes.
Yeah.
See, look at how cocky these people are to the police.
Yeah.
It's just insane. I'd be afraid that somebody got to, throw me right on the ground, or if I was wagging my finger at a cop.
and look at everybody around her videotaping.
Videotaping.
Yes, I do. And I have my passport to get on this stuff.
Go ahead and get your driver's license
You
tonight.
can come over here if you want.
Oh, these
My heart hurts real bad now. You broke my heart.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to help you.
Stressing out over here.
Oh,
I'm gonna have a
I
grabber.
bet his heart rate's 120 right
It
now.
is. I'm gonna have a grabber over here.
Silent killer,
I can
Trace.
feel it.
Silent killer.
Your blood pressure wasn't. What was his blood pressure?
135/93.
Yeah, that's not that bad. The second number is a little high.
Yeah.
The first number isn't that high, but the second number is. But
What did they say he had? What was it called?
mild hypertension.
Mild
That's
hypertension.
just
So that's
mild.
you can nip it in the bud, buddy. You can nip it in
Alright.
the bud. Just time. But these two people on the right here, they're lucky, man. They're getting a good viral video for
Yeah.
their Instagram. Oh, now the girl's leaving. They're not going to get any video.
Don't judge. That's the problem with cops. I'm a cop myself.
Look how she acts.
Did she say I'm a cop myself?
It's like she can afford a $200,000 badge. It's
Bag.
like, yeah. He needs to drag her out of there right there. Just grab her and
Judge one side. So don't judge one side. Listen to me and let me show you. But I'm not lying. I'm going to show you everything that you are. I'm a cop. I'm a veteran. So I'm going to show you my paperwork and I'm going to show you she's fine. My husband was a sheriff in the army, like myself. I'm a sheriff.
see. Look, I'm just dragging her out of there because you're holding up people. They might have to delay this flight, and everybody's gonna have to get back off or whatever. And so this lady needs to go now. You can explain later.
I'm a sheriff myself. He's also a sheriff in Arkansas. I'm going to give you the
Arkansas, the sheriff in Arkansas.
paperwork. I just want you to know how people, and I never see that in my life. I just want you to know how people abuse their power.
No problem. Can you just grab your bag
I'm
so we can walk in
I'm
there?
going to give you my paperwork. It's not supposed to be.
You're not gonna grab. You're not gonna fly. So
These guys are way too patient. Way too patient.
You're not gonna fly.
Why?
Because they're not gonna allow it.
they don't want
Why?
to. Come on.
Because they said so. It doesn't matter. We have to go
But
now.
why? I'm paid for it.
Ma'am,
I'm paid for it.
driver's license, and we need to go now.
All right, but I'm paid
If you do not do this, I do not want to put you in handcuffs.
These guys are milk toast cops.
Because they
man.
don't. Because she said she's pregnant, so they don't want to.
Oh, that's true. You do have to be.
Then you
that's
got to
a
be
bad,
extra sensitive.
That's bad
Ugh.
PR right there.
Yeah.
You can't throw the pregnant woman to the
Whether
ground.
she's pregnant or not, who knows? Everything else is a lie.
She's just fat.
All right, but I'm paid for it.
Understood. We'll talk about that. Driver's license, let's go.
So I just want to have one. I'm going to go, but I just have one. I'm going to go.
We don't want.
Oh, she's.
I have one question. So you mean to tell me that it's okay for someone to say, you know what? I don't want her in my flight. And you guys do
Let's go,
that?
ma'am. Let's go.
Come with me. Thank you. We can talk up there.
We can talk up there.
Right? Thank you. Appreciate your cooperation. All right.
Look how nice they're being.
I
to her.
appreciate your cooperation. She ain't cooperating
yeah,
at all.
Shut the fuck up and get down the hall. That's what I'd tell her. What'd she do? She give her a little threatening thing right there?
I think so.
If you just threaten her, I'm gonna have to charge you. Right?
No, it's okay.
I'm okay.
Is she a crew member? Or
Yes.
or-
I need to identify her.
Is she a crew member?
Not only I'm
She's
a
gonna need
veteran.
to come here to the statement
I
for
don't
me.
have a veteran.
You just let
Are people
Wow,
booing
they're
her?
all cheering
Yeah.
that she's getting arrested.
yeah.
Wow, she must have been a real
Throwing a
psycho.
real fit.
A real psycho.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna go right over there, okay? We're gonna talk. You can go over
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
gonna.
wow.
God, these people got their money's worth on this fight. What a party.
They're giving her the what for.
Yeah, you can tell who's in the wrong when like 200 people hate you.
I'm stupid tomorrow. Tomorrow you're gonna sound stupid. Because you're gonna be like, oh, she was right.
Oh, she was right.
It's gonna be so funny to see them still left right there with the fucking minimum jobs there. And I make over 100K a year. So it's okay. I'll just be right here because I gotta.
No, we gotta go to the office.
They always like to talk about their money.
You
don't
gotta
they?
pee?
Yeah, and you wanna know my
You gonna
stuff.
pee here?
It doesn't matter.
Listen, we need to go to the office. Let's go. Come on.
I gotta pee.
Yeah, well,
No,
there's a
I've
restroom.
been very patient with you.
Oh,
You haven't
I've
asked
been
me
very
She's been very
patient with
patient
you.
with him. She's been very patient with him.
about my rights.
She knows her rights. She knows her rights.
They all
Trace.
do.
Everybody knows their rights more than the cops.
I'm an
I'm gonna talk to you in the
officer.
office.
I make
Yeah, you already told me that.
120. I
You already
make
told me that.
120 years.
She makes everybody wants to say how rich they are to the cops and how important they are.
I should be allowed to be an asshole because I make a lot of money.
Yeah.
We need
I'm
to
not
talk
gonna
in the
pick it up.
office.
Get your manager to tell me that I need to get there.
No. Go to the bathroom here, man.
It's okay. Get your
bathroom there.
I
You need to go to the
make
bathroom.
120.
Shut the fuck up.
I make 120,000 a year.
I need
Get
you
your
to
manager
come with me.
or an attorney
I need to
that
come with
can
me.
tell me to go to your office.
I need
Isn't
you to
it
come with
funny
me.
that these people
Oh my
think
God.
that cops can't arrest you anymore? What do you, they think you should have to get an attorney to arrest you? No, that's not the attorney's job.
Or your supervisor has to come every
Yeah.
time because they make $120,000 a year.
I just don't get how this lady makes a lot more money than me.
Exactly. Sometimes you see these people and you see this lady and go, "Who? She must work for herself. She's come up with, excuse me, some kind of business selling something on the internet or something. Because how the fuck is she making $120,000 a year? Who would hire, this bitch?"
Money out of the plane.
I need you to come
I
with me.
can sue you.
Ma'am, I need
So
you to come with me.
get your manager.
So I can
that
sue
says,
you
okay,
for
also
trying to
get your
arrest me
manager
for being
to sit right here and
a
tell-
drunk.
A total drunk a-hole.
You know what?
with me.
You need to get over here.
I'm giving you a lawful
No.
command.
It's okay. You
Failure,
wanna
listen, failure
Let me
to
tell you one
comply,
thing.
it's going to
Let
be
me tell you one
charging
thing. Let me
with
tell you one thing.
resisting.
Let me
Do
tell
you
one
understand
thing.
what
Let
I'm
me tell you
saying?
one thing. I'm pregnant. I'm
Okay,
about to have a
understand.
miscarriage.
Understand.
And I can sue.
See, that's why they know they can't do nothing because she needs to be, cuffed and put on the ground if necessary to get the cuffs on, and they can't because of the PR. And I get why they can't, but they should be able to cuff her,
Do this shit.
All right,
Oh my God! Oh,
This is some good acting.
Oh
right
my
here.
God.
oh my God! I'm in pain. Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm fucking licking. I'm licking. I'm licking.
I'm looking at her.
I'm leaking.
Gross.
She's squirting.
What a pig.
She's squirting. She could be in the commercial.
She's drinking it. Oh, leaking.
And I'm licking. Oh my God! I think I'm losing my baby. I'm losing my baby.
Oh my God.
Oh, God.
Losing her baby. So I guess right then you got to call the freaking ambulance.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Because if she did lose her baby, you'd be effed because you didn't call the ambulance.
I'm fucking losing my baby.
Oh, look at her peeing all over
Oh,
there.
she peeing?
Oh, Jesus God.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Oh, my God's right.
Oh, my
This is
Lord.
very
My Lord.
fucked up, and like,
You should be
I'm
saying,
losing
what
my
a
baby.
pig you are.
I'm
What a
losing my
pig.
baby. Oh my God! Oh, the
Wow.
Gosh,
Wow.
I am stressing me out.
It is. My blood. Let's take our blood.
No.
Let's take our blood
No,
pressure
I
after
know.
listening to this woman for 10 minutes.
My child's coming out. Look at that. I'm losing my baby. I'm losing my baby. My God.
What a lunatic! What does she think this is going to get her? They're going to say, "Okay,
She
well,
don't know. She's
we'll see ya."
drunk. She's on. Maybe she's
There's
on
a
drugs
lot of
too.
people that pee themselves when they get arrested.
I
you
know. I didn't know
Like,
that was
what?
such a
Isn't
thing.
that weird?
That's what your first
so
response is.
weird.
Oh yeah, you're gonna arrest me? I'm gonna piss my pants. How
I
you like
mean,
that,
it's-
Johnny
yeah.
Law?
It's like, well, it's your shoes it's gonna be in. So
It's your freaking
You're
your
fucking
pants.
re-
You gotta walk around your piss pants.
yeah.
What's wrong with people?
Oh God! Oh God!
184.
Look at that cop. He's like, really?
182 is the suspect to the
Oh my God!
It's coming.
Oh, she took her pants.
I'm pregnant. Wipe your
Oh my God!
I have a birth child.
Look at this savage. Look at this heathen.
She's trying
I
to
don't
push
know.
out.
Would drugs is alcohol do this?
I think
Or is
I
it
think she's a normally a psychopath. She's in real life.
Yeah. Who the hell got her? See, people when guys say I want to have sex with the crazy person, 'cause that's what you get right there.
Yep.
What a
she's-
horrible choice.
If she's
that
pregnant,
guys-
somebody's knocked her up.
I'm gonna,
Is
I was
she
gonna say,
pregnant?
who
I don't
had
know.
Who had sex with that crazy bitch?
See, it says the title is Karen fakes being a wealthy pregnant cop. So I know the cop part's probably
Yeah.
fake, but I don't know if the pregnant part's fake as well. So she's so fat and she knows she's so fat. She knows she can
She
get
can
away
say that
for a
she's
while with
pregnant.
saying this is blowing my mind.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not a cop.
I'm trying to help you paperwork for
You choose a side woman, bitch. I don't even have a. She don't even have a. She don't know what it is to be a mother, bitch.
You bring
And you fucking listen. And my swear to God,
Wow.
I'm fucking suit the shit out of you.
I wonder how she
I'm gonna
feels.
sue the
Now,
shit
how
out
do
of
you feel
How
about
when you
this?
see how when that
Because you
is
guys
out
let
there?
them get away with it. You know what you said? I don't fucking like
She
it.
probably.
Oh, now she's just talking normal, like not normal, but she's not acting like she's having a baby
Yeah,
or
like-
in pain or anything.
I guess the contraction stopped.
Man, this has got to be an embarrassing one to watch.
Maybe this just makes her angry, and she still agrees with what she says. Those kind of people don't ever think they're wrong, ever, ever, ever.
I can barely watch.
I don't think you're pretty enough. You shouldn't even get on display. And you know what you did? She did just that. And you vote for it. You vote for it. Do you feel stupid? Do you feel fucking stupid?
She's saying that.
As she sits there with her legs open and her pants off. Do you feel
just
stupid?
Peed herself.
Just peed
Yeah.
herself. Oh my God.
Oh.
She's saying they kicked her off the plane for being too ugly.
Too
Yeah.
ugly, and
'Cause she wasn't pretty enough.
I don't know. Probably didn't happen. I'm thinking she's probably lying.
Oh, fucking how? How would she just sit there and manipulated the system?
You come down.
I want to go home.
You're gonna tell me what happened?
She wants to go home.
Oh yeah.
But she's having a miscarriage. She can't go home.
He said, "You want to tell me what happened?" It's like she just told you what happened. That's her version.
That's her version.
Of what happened.
That's her version.
You not hear it?
No.
Did you not hear it?
Exactly.
That's the first sane thing she
What'd
said.
she say?
Did you not
hear
hear
it?
I just freaking told you what happened.
I've been telling you for 5 minutes.
Fucking bitch in there that's abusing her power.
She pulled the gun herself.
Yeah, because I'm fucking having a baby. Okay, I'm
Because I'm
fucking
having a
bleeding right
baby.
now. You want to check my pocket so you can see? I'm in pain.
Hold on, ma'am. We're gonna have the meds come take a look at you.
It doesn't matter. So I told her.
It doesn't matter. Having the meds come and she said it doesn't matter because I'm not pregnant.
I'm in pain.
What do we got? Signal 20 probably in time.
Where is the
afternoon.
paramedics? Where are they? What's taking them so long to get there?
They're strolling like the cops were. Man. They got an airport job. It's a cushy job. You basically sit around all day if you're an airport cop, or you know, you're not doing. It's like once a week somebody acts up. That's it, or maybe once a week somebody has a heart
attack. Do you want
attack.
to look at my?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
And urinated all
She
over.
said she didn't like me, and now
Okay.
here I
I
am.
don't know.
Because she
You
said
saying
she
her
didn't
water
like me, and you can, and keep coming
broke.
saying, it's okay, she don't gotta get on the flight. And then I can hear, I have a recording. I have a recording saying she laughing. She's not gonna get on the flight. We'll see.
She's pregnant.
You think that's professional?
No.
We have orphan
And you think it's professional that you went along with it without even hearing my fucking side? No, you hear my side after the fact.
Did you actually put our hands on her? Because
I didn't.
No.
You can see the cat.
I feel like she
cameras
did.
in there.
I feel like she did for sure.
That's the beauty of this.
See, she knows it's on tape, and she knows that she put her hands on her.
Mad.
But she's just gonna completely lie. That's what liars do. They double down on everything.
There's cameras. So I did it. She tried to grab me, and I said, "Get off of me." And I went straight. And I said, "You know what? I'm getting in this fucking flight because I have a seat, 5 seat." And she started laughing. She said, "I bet you won't." That's exactly what she.
She probably did laugh at her because that was probably after
I would
she's
too.
making a scene that all those 200 people saw and,
Yeah.
and agree with the person who laughed at her.
said, "And you guys didn't do shit." I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Miss Officer Ramirez, that we didn't believe you, and we believe a bum-ass bitch that live on fucking food stamps because I checked her record. She's still on fucking food stamps.
She's a what?
I checked her record. She's still on food stamps. She's making shit up.
So you better pray when you go to sleep at night.
Are you threatening the
To,
police
no, I'm not
officer?
training you, but I'm telling you, pray to
Are you
forgive you.
threatening the police officer?
I want you to pray to forgive you for judge
Victoria,
people.
are you threatening
Pray,
the police officer?
pray to forgive you for judge people without knowledge you. In the camera, hey, tell your officers to pray.
Sorry, do you take any medications?
That's what I'm going to
Do
say.
you take any medication?
That's what I'm going to say. Don't talk, ask me shit.
Have you been diagnosed
Don't
with any
ask
mental
me
illness?
shit.
Putting back on her pee
I thought
pants.
she was having a baby.
I want to make sure that my ultrasound is good.
Ultrasound.
So
I don't think she's
I
pregnant.
don't think she's pregnant either.
Are you fucking her? Are you fucking her? Because as far as I know, I had a ticket to be on the flight, and you did not care. You went and believe what you
Sorry,
said.
don't lead her. Don't.
These guys got a lot of patience.
Yeah, I mean, what are they even doing at this point? Like they're just chilling.
Are they waiting for the meds to get there?
guess,
These guys
man.
are taking the tram.
I don't want to touch this lady
they're
now, though.
lollygagging.
Like, oh, I'm so upset if I get. I'm like,
You can touch your pee pants if you're a medic.
oh, man,
Leader.
I don't want to be
You
with that.
believe what you say.
Don't lead her.
You believe what you say. Look at my phone.
Yeah, that's that.
Look
at my
at her.
phone.
She's in
You wanna see
pain
my
and
phone?
having a baby.
What's my gate say?
Does she
Gate
forget she
28.
just did
She
that?
made a miraculous recovery.
She
Thank
had
God.
She miscarried. Now
Yeah, the
she's
baby.
better.
The baby's in her pants right now.
In her underwear,
28.
trying to get out. Get me away from
Get
this crazy
Yeah,
bitch.
he's like, oh my
Please
God.
don't let her be my mom, please.
How's this happening to me? I believe in late-term abortion.
Yeah. And she told me 5C. I got my ticket with a 5C. And you guys choose not to.
It says B2, Victoria.
It says
See a gate right here?
gay B2. No, it says 5-2.
No, B2. See?
No. 1215. Where's 1215? Where's 1215?
That's the flight number.
Okay.
many phones
Go
does she have?
1215 and see if there's a.
Look at
What'd you say?
She's got a couple phones there.
It's like the repetitive drunk talk. Oh,
Yeah.
how do you tolerate it?
Crystal Gale says mental health is out of control. It's like, I don't know if that's meant. She's just drunk. She's a drunken asshole.
A drunk C word is what she is.
Yeah.
This is what happens when C words get drunk.
Just change it now. Anyone ordered?
She needs to put a mask over her crotch like Trace Hogan.
That's my new favorite swear word though when I'm cursing at inanimate objects is cunt.
Cunt?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Once you hear Ricky Gervais and what's the other guy from Australia, babe? The funny Jim Jeffries.
Yeah.
Jim
If you hear him say it a couple hundred times, he goes, "Oh, that's a funny word."
It is.
And this girl is definitely that.
Victoria.
Follow me to B2.
Hold on, no.
No, wait, hold on.
Oh, all of a sudden she's leaving
No,
again.
no,
huh?
no, no, no.
She's gonna leave. She's just gonna leave.
Okay, it's okay. No. Hold on.
Here come the medic. Look at them stroll. Look at them strolling up slowly. They don't want nothing to do with it.
Jerry's here.
Okay, let's watch it.
5B2.
We'll have to continue it.
We'll have to finish
Yeah,
it.
We'll finish the Karen because this is a good one. Ink Spice says in your face, Sean Raz. We got dissension in the chat. We've got it's all bad. I'll find something to play real quick here. And Jerry's here, and we'll be right back with more ClusterF.
Hello, thank you for calling the Hardwick Dolphinarium. This is Oscar speaking. How may I help you?
Yes, I was calling because I heard you were looking for a dolphin stress reliever, and that's right up my alley. How much does that pay?
The salary of the job?
Look, Olaf, get the dolphin dick out of your ear. How much does it pay for me to masturbate a dolphin? Because I'm way into
When
it.
you say masturbate, you mean a stress relieving a procedure?
Bingo! I was watching a video on YouTube of this guy in a wetsuit, and he was jacking off a dolphin, and it looked legit. I mean, I watched it like 600 times just to authenticate it. And,
We take very many actions here at the Dolphinarium to ensure that our dolphins are very happy and.
Well, look, I just saw a Norwegian dude in a wetsuit just fucking going crazy on a dolphin. I don't know about you, Thor, but if I was a dolphin, that might kind of mess with my head.
The alternative is really much worse. We have 14 males here in our Dolphinarium.
You say you got 14 males?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
That's a real sardine fest, buddy.
Hello, thank you for calling the Dolphinarium at Hardwick. This is Oscar.
I specialize in a revolutionary de-stressing technique where I dress up as Flipper and give the dolphin a fin job. I mean, and they absolutely love it.
So you have worked with dolphins then?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if the dolphin really takes to me eventually, I will allow some blowhole parameters.
We're not hiring any dolphin de-stressors.
Well, look, dude, you're not even giving me a chance. I mean, I saw your dolphin whacker in action, and he took like 3 minutes. I've been known to de-stress 3 dolphins at once in under 45 seconds, buddy.
3 dolphins at once?
Damn straight. The secret is a mullet in the butthole. Go. Hello?
Dolphinarium at Hardwick. This is Oscar.
Listen, Oscar. I love animals. I desperately want a job like this. It would give my life some purpose.
Thank you for calling the Dolphinarium at Hardwick. This is Oscar.
Jesus, could you turn the squelch down in your Nordic rape van? God.
Ned, please.
Oscar, I'm just trying to help you with your dolphins.
Yes, hello. May I ask your name?
My name's Ned. I'm a nature lover. And, I mean, you guys, it seemed to be on the video so clinical and antiseptic. Where's the romance? I mean, will you guys let the dolphins put a flipper up their ass? I think not. Look, I'll toss the dolphin sardines, no extra charge.
This is Oscar speaking. How may I
I
help
think
you?
you're warping the dolphin sexuality. I think you're a bunch of fucking weirdos.
Ned.
I got a little song for you, Oscar. Gonna help you market your de-stressing technique, and it goes a little something like this.
Quit calling.
Grab a flipper, here's some liquor. I start tugging, he says liquor.
Please stop.
Jerking dolphin dicks is fun. I caress them
Quit calling.
and distress them.
Ned.
I start very erection.
Ned, stop. Come on.
I will make your dolphin come. Hello? Hello?
Hey, this is Trace, and this is my new song, Country on a Budget. Yeehaw! Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras. Big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not the mall. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Y'all know me, you know I'm country on a budget. They always say I'm broke, yeah, that shit gets redundant. Got no cash, but I've been there and I done it. Grab the keys, we bout to go mudding. Riding around, sipping Crown. Roll a blunt, we'll burn it down. Tearing up this little town. Stealing from the lost and found. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras. Big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not the mall. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Yeah, call it country on a budget. Drove my 4x4 till my wheels fell off. Then I had a big fart and she caught a off. Now I got no girl and I got no truck. All I got's my horse, hope I don't get bucked up. Riding around, trying to find some cash so I can get another fucking truck to crash. That's what I love, and that's what I do. Got some money for gas, then you can come too. Got the truck so stuck that we couldn't budget. Now that's what I call country on a budget. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras. Big boat, motor stalls in the woods, not the mall. Flat tires, broke cars, bad chicks, no bras.
Call up them girls, we gon' get it lit. Every time we smoke a blunt, we get lit, yeah. Like in the background, you know how those songs go, like in the background? Here, play that real quick. I want to see if it's low enough.
Hello, I'm Mel Tillis. You know the country singer. You know, wild horses couldn't drag me away from a concert, but a bad headache could. Aspirin tablets can be hard on the stomach. That's why I take Jolly's headache powder. I can't let a headache dictate my life. I need to run on all six pistons. Jolly's contains twice as much aspirin as ordinary powders. Mix a Jolly's headache powder in your favorite cocktail, and you're good as new. Ask for Jollies.
Welcome back to ClusterF, Mike and Jerry show coming up at 11. History with Trace in a little bit. We're going to finish off this Karen. Ned in your head tomorrow morning, 7:45. Bar show tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. Jam-packed with crap. You want some entertainment, you tune into ClusterF show stream. Check out the Hang OT on ClusterFshow.com as well. VIP section. What's up, Jerry?
Good morning, Waters. What's happening?
Oh, you're looking at it.
Yay.
We live to stream.
It's a good day.
We stream to live.
It's a good day.
It's always a good day. I was just I got a little sore, like on my gums, and I was thinking it's just because I must have bit something or a chip went up in there. I was thinking, I'm just glad I don't have a tooth abscess. Boy, what a pain in the ass that would be. You got to go to the dentist. I try to look at life that way.
It's not a bad way to look at it.
I don't have pancreatic cancer today. I'm feeling pretty good.
That's it. I'm at the point of, I woke up. I'm good.
Nothing hurts too bad. Not too bad. Life is good. My blood. I've got the heart of an athlete, of an Olympic athlete, it said.
All right.
I'll take
I
it.
didn't take my medication today. I'll take on a break. I'll take my pressure.
Yeah.
I didn't take my medication. I wonder what it will be.
Donna she should do Jerry's too.
That's right.
Yeah, maybe. Hopefully, it's for the roof, just for entertainment value.
Yeah, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. I didn't take my pill today.
I did it for the show. He didn't take his medicine just so he could have a ridiculous high blood pressure reading.
And the answer to the question is when you hit the 140s, they want to put you on medication.
All right. I gotta stay away.
140s?
Yeah, when you get into the 140s, they start
Trace,
give you medication.
You're on the edge, buddy.
Yeah, I'll bring it down. It was at Taco Bell I ate last night. I heard Lauren get caught out there. She was about to walk out the door, and then my mom was like, We were thinking about, and I got out of there real quick. I don't know what she was thinking about, but they're still talking about whatever it is.
Oh, let me find
Stuck doing something. Man, these soda waters right here, I don't like them that much.
It's the what flavor is it?
Naturally essence. What is that?
I try, I think I tried the, what was it, the Buble or whatever the hell it is, and I didn't,
What is it?
Like that LaCroix crap.
Yeah.
The other one is like the singer Buble or whatever his name was. They got that.
Oh yeah,
flavor.
it's like Buble.
Yeah, the flavor. I didn't. It was like, ooh, there's a little shit flavored water that they sell in Walmart for like 89 cents for 2 liter.
It's the best.
It's the best. I get the black cherry, and it's the best.
What is it? Say that again.
There's a. I think it might be 99 cents now. In Walmart, it's flavored water. It's in the bottles, clear.
Is it Walmart brand or is it?
It's a Walmart brand, but it's not Walmart. It's another
Yeah.
name to it.
Yeah.
But I think Walmart makes it. And I get the black cherry, and it's delicious. It's
try it.
absolutely delicious.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going to show you some conch eyes, Trace.
Hold on, but before
But it went away. Go ahead.
I'm just like, I still can't believe I never felt any different from, like, I didn't even try and stop drinking soda. I just got, some soda water one day and was like, I can almost like this better than soda. And people, I see these videos all the time of people like, oh, I quit drinking soda and it changed my life, and I lost all this weight and I feel different and all this. I didn't feel one little change in any way, shape, or form, and I didn't lose a fucking ounce.
Yeah. They still say stuff like that. If you quit, using ketchup, you'll lose 2 pounds. And you're just like, I ain't buying that shit.
I guess I was in my 30s maybe or something. I was sitting watching some public service channel or something, and they had a thing about sugar. And I don't know what it was, whether I was ready to give it up or whatever, but boom, I stopped with there's sugar in your food and shit, but I stopped putting it in my coffee, and on my cereal and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't notice any different, but I still don't use it. I don't put it in coffee.
A lot of people will say, I quit eating sugar and I feel like a new person. Yeah. I don't know if that's real.
Yeah,
There's some kind of placebo effect.
Unless you were putting 8 teaspoons of sugar in your coffee. I thought I used, I put like 2 teaspoons of sugar in my coffee. I thought that was a lot, and I use it on my cereal and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know. They got me to where it messes up your liver, your kidneys, and and all this shit. And I just stopped, man. But I didn't notice anything.
Yeah.
Like, oh man, I'm ready for the Olympics now.
Yeah. All the BS. This next year, sugar will be good for you.
Yeah.
Just moderation.
Exactly.
That's all you got to do.
And you know what? And that's what it is. I get enough sugar in my food that I think I'm good enough. Maybe if I, became a vegan or some shit and no sugar whatsoever, maybe I'd notice a difference. But I didn't notice any difference.
We used to know this guy on the show, Sam Simon. He was the creator of The Simpsons.
Right.
And he'd come on the show, and he was a vegan. Real concerned about that kind of thing. And he got a colonoscopy, and then about 6 months later, he died of colon cancer. Yeah. So moderation.
Exactly.
And you'll be fine. You're going to, he was a vegan. He got colon cancer. You're going to get it. You're going to get it.
And that's like with the smoking. I'm waiting. The day... the Surgeon General says, you know what, we made a mistake. Smoking. I'm running down at 7-Eleven buying me some cigarettes, because I love smoking, But then again, I have friends, that are 75, 80 years old. They're still smoking away. Not, they go for a chest X-ray, clear. Like, how could it be clear? I don't know what they said. It's clear.
It's genes.
I think that has a lot to do with it, too.
And if some people... I think it's just the genes. Well, my grandma smoked and drank till she was 112.
Absolutely.
I think it's all in the genes.
I remember, like, when I was a kid, like my parents, they both smoked, and like on a weekend, they'd have some beers, and if they had like a neighbor over, they all be in the kitchen, and they all smoked, and you couldn't see to the other end of the table because the room was filled with smoke. You know, if it was in the wintertime, you didn't open up the window. You know, it was just filled with smoke, and I was like, I grew up on this shit. You know.
And how old were your parents when they died? Did any of them die of cancer or lung?
Yeah,
smoking
emphysema. Yeah, my mother emphysema.
Yeah.
How old was she?
She was 72, 73.
Kind of young.
Yeah, but for then, yeah, it's still young. Yeah,
It's a gene, so.
Yeah.
It's not like
but you know, my
dad,
sisters and they're in their 80s. You know, and they
smoked.
quit.
They quit. Yeah, my dad smoked till he was in his 50s, and he quit, and he lived to be in his 80s.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it would. He might have. It's the genes. As far as certain things like cancer and heart disease, some people they'll have 300 cholesterol and they live forever.
Exactly.
It just you just can't tell. Trace, you were talking about scallops the other day and how they got eyes.
Yeah.
And like conchs have eyes too, and it's like really.
Do they really?
It's creepy.
Wow. Oh, it is the eyes.
It's like almost cartoonish.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a SpongeBob thing.
It looks just like a SpongeBob thing. It makes me feel bad when I'm going to have conch fritters now. I mean, how does something so you'd think is so primitive have such an advanced eye? That's crazy. Like a fly's got 1,000 eyes. I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I mean, it does look like a SpongeBob deal.
Maybe that's where they got it on SpongeBob.
Yeah, I'm thinking they did.
I really didn't know that conchs had eyes like that.
But we caught one the other day, and it was.
Did you see its eyes?
Yeah, it was staring at us.
They have conchs in Florida here.
Yeah, we were fine. Yeah, I don't know if they were the big conch ones, but we found a couple little ones, whatever they are, and you flip them the wrong way. Like upside down, and like this big muscle thing comes out and flips them back over. It's pretty crazy looking.
Okay.
All right, we got to finish this. Karen.
Karen.
Were you listening again?
Yeah.
I'd hate to have to deal with people.
You know what?
Man.
This cop, I'm like, call the ambulance. I'm done.
That's
call
it.
the ambulance.
And you say you had a miscarriage. You're out of my.
Well,
you're out of my hair.
When she denies the miscarriage, she's nuts. Bring her in.
You can't risk it now.
No.
She said she was going to having a miscarriage. I think you can just get rid of her.
That's it.
That's
somebody else's problem.
That's exactly right.
I don't blame him either, man. Like once she peed, I'll be like, all right,
I'm done with this.
Yeah, that's more of a ambulance.
That's a medical problem now. It's no longer my problem.
No, it's okay. You looking at it. I'm gonna be a bitch. You reading my phone.
They're like, we're gonna have to touch her if she.
Yeah, we're gonna have to take down the pregnant lady. And
we're waiting for the ambulance.
Not if she's walking away.
Here come the meds right here. Here come the medics.
Reading my phone. Don't touch it. Hold on.
And these guys are like, oh crap, we
I
don't
heard
want
that guy say, I thought you said you were pregnant.
I mean, like, let's be honest. Everybody in this situation is like, man, they're just waiting for somebody else to deal with this situation.
Yeah,
like,
they're just hope. Each side is hoping the other side takes her.
Somebody do this.
Somebody take her, not us.
You know the bad part of this, though. Eventually, she is going to get locked up. This is federal property. They don't mess. They don't. She thinks she's in New York City or some shit. It's like, oh, okay, they'll give me a ticket and leave. This is federal property, man. You going to jail?
You mean the airport?
Yeah, it's federal property.
When I'm at the airport, I'm on my best behavior. I'm not messing. I'm not. Whatever you say. Whatever you say.
Absolutely, man. The federals. That's like, oh yeah, nice. Take her away. They don't want to hear no shit.
Yeah, I hope they take her down.
Yeah, he's on his best behavior because his wife is smuggling all his drugs for him.
Yeah. You blame me. You don't blame me, and you don't blame me because I told you, shut your ass up and let me hear. You don't. Shut up. You don't blame. Shut up.
Oh my God.
You know what I like to know? What country is this woman from? That she she can't get away with this shit from whatever country she's from. And now all of a sudden she's like, oh, I'm an American. I can do whatever the fuck I want.
So privileged. So privileged.
Can you move Trace's camera, Jerry's?
Yes, I can.
It's
Yeah,
crazy. She's out of control.
I don't get paid unless I get on its camera. Yeah.
That's right.
A little more, a little more. Keep going.
There we go.
More.
There we go.
There we go.
Here's my buddy.
All right, we're good.
Gosh, psycho, man.
Shut up and let me talk. You don't play me and you don't play me. You told me that I was lying.
Victoria.
You shut up, I'm not talking to you. 5B. You just said it. You just said it, right?
Victoria.
B2, you just said it, right? Say it, say it yourself. Say it yourself.
Yeah, we know you got a ticket. It doesn't matter. You're going to jail.
But we're past this.
They got the fire department there too. That guy, he's the only guy that's dressed properly.
Yeah. Somebody's about to light her on fire so they don't have to deal with this
He's
shit.
the only guy that's dressed properly. He's got those big thick pants on.
Yeah, and the gloves.
What's that street? What's that fucking gate number? What is the gate number?
Oh my God.
What does it say?
God, she's
What
still
is
in
it?
her pee pants
Why
too.
don't they
Shut
make
her
her
pee
shut up? God.
Police should have a ball gag. Just put that ball gag right now.
I mean, how long are they going to allow
I
her
don't
to
know
yell
what
at them?
at this point. I don't know what they're waiting for now.
I think it's because she's claimed to be pregnant. They're a little bit.
I mean,
this
I'm
could be
sorry,
bad.
but I don't care.
I don't care either.
Yoke
I
her
don't
up.
care either.
At this point, this is a mental problem, and she's getting tied down to the
Oh,
gurney.
Jesus.
5B, right? What does it say over there?
That's gate 28.
Exactly. You know what the gate was? 828.
Victoria, can you
Listen. No.
See, that guy's a sergeant.
Oh
He
my
needs to
God.
make. You know what? They gave you them stripes for a reason. You need to make a decision there, Bubba. You know?
Yeah, I think I agree.
You guys are full of shit. You guys know. Fuck you.
Oh, you gonna put up with this? How long you gonna
Fuck
take
me?
this?
I don't think
How
so.
long you gonna take this?
Fuck you. Fuck you. You want to know why? You embarrassed the shit out of. I'm in the army. I served the fucking army for fucking.
She's claiming to be in the military now, and
Yeah,
she
what army
wasn't
is she
really.
in?
It says right here there was no record of her ever being in the military.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I'd
Victoria, huh?
I'd
Okay.
tase her right in her miscarriage.
For fucking 13 years. You embarrassed the shit out of me. You let a bum-ass bitch, a bum-ass fight attender.
He embarrassed her?
Don't
Who
blame
peed all
You
over
embarrassed
themselves?
you, lady.
I think these guys. I think modern cops let this kind of stuff go on because they know it's going to go viral.
You know, but somewhere along the line, you got to escort her off to a little private corner.
Yeah.
Take care of business. You know, I mean,
They know they need a good 15 minutes for the internet to catch on.
Where'd the paramedics go?
well, there's one guy with
they
gloves
quit.
there.
Yeah,
I
there he
don't
is,
know.
right there. That's a
Yeah,
paramedic.
and then the fireman is to
And
the
the
left.
fireman, he's getting the emergency hose ready. Yeah, that'd be great if he just blasted her.
Yeah.
It's recorded. That's a fucking $700 bill that I paid, and I'm letting you break it. I'm letting you break it. That's a fucking
Attempted assault.
$200,000 fucking. And I'm letting
$200,000 bag she just threw. She claims it's worth $200,000.
I doubt it.
you break it because it's mine. I paid
That's
for
an
that.
assault.
that's
There you
assault.
go. There you go. There's assault.
It's assault for sure.
And now you're getting cuffed.
So I want you to look at it. You know what? You know what they said? You want to know what they said? Oh.
Victoria, can
Shut the fuck up and
See,
let me.
she's having a complete mental breakdown.
Yeah,
strap her to the thing and get her out of there.
Yeah, I guess they're just waiting for her to just exhaust herself out. I don't know.
I don't know why.
Maybe they're enjoying.
Fucking
Maybe
arrest
maybe it's
her.
boring being an airport policeman, and this is the
Maybe.
most action you've had in 3 months.
Yeah, we it's like, take care of the problem. We got other problems going on here. Let's go.
She's putting on a show.
Hear what I said. You know what they said? You know what they said? This is what she said. She said, if I don't want her to get on the plane, it's okay.
She's gonna get
Oh
aggressive.
yeah, it's getting hot.
deep breath for me? I heard you now.
Listen.
I listened to you.
Listen to me.
Can you hear me?
Listen to me.
Oh my God! Listen to
I
me.
heard
listen
you.
to
I'm
me.
listening to you. What is this bullshit?
Yeah, this is a woke. This is modern day woke police.
Yeah. This is,
No, you listen to me.
John, I heard you now. You said it to me twice. I heard you.
Yellow.
Here we go.
Finally.
They were waiting for that.
Jesus
Look
Christ! What the hell were you waiting for?
You want to no. You see the plate that you touching?
Make sure you.
They need 2 sets of handcuffs.
Touching?
Because
They're on the chubby side.
I have a snicker cuff. If you want
It's okay.
to
It's okay.
secure it, double lock them, please.
Double lock him.
Double lock.
Double lock him.
Now you worry about double locking.
Yeah. Oh, I got the.
Because you're not going to hear shit from me. Now I'm not going to answer you. So don't waste your time. 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 Don't waste your
Oh
time.
my God.
Don't waste your time.
I'd like to
God.
punch her right in the mouth.
How do you just like
Straight to the mental institution for 60
Exactly
days.
right.
That's what I say. You're
Just right into the psych ward. You know.
I
That'll
mean,
learn ya.
is it even if she is mental?
No, she's just an asshole.
she's just
a
an
drunk
asshole.
asshole.
But I'm
you
just
bring her
saying,
in as a mental. That's all.
If
That's
she's
the
mental,
problem.
I'm ju-
whatever. You still can't treat people like that
Yeah.
because you're mental. I'd still like to punch her in the mouth.
Yeah, I think I'm just saying
Sorry, you're mental. Shut the fuck
she's
up.
not. She's not mental, but they can. The way she's acting, they can say
Yeah.
they could.
A lawyer will make her mental.
They can Baker
You know?
act. They can Baker act her, and just for
Now,
being a
is,
bitch.
Is there any place for crazy people nowadays?
No,
Like
there's a few places,
like
but
what?
they don't keep you long. I don't think.
No.
Make her act. They put you right back on the street. in
48
like
hours.
48 hours. There's a lot of people that should be institutionalized. That are out on the streets every day.
Yeah, I was watching a thing about, it was kind of an older film about like the mental institutions, and man, like some of these people are crazy. Like they just got to keep them strapped to a bed all day long, or they'll start trying to kill themselves. And it's like, man, at one point,
Just
when
let them go.
Well, you see, like this woman here gives mental people a bad name. I mean, like you said, there's legitimately mental people out there that need to be, put away and watched. But this bitch is just,
she's just putting on a show.
Yeah.
She's trying everything not to get arrested, and she's drunk.
Going in another direction says the only thing she can do now is spit on him.
Yeah, and that's probably coming.
I can see it. I think I saw her spit earlier.
Yeah,
on
I
the
think
floor.
I see she be a spitter. I mean, you're peeing your pants.
Yeah, spitting's nothing.
That's not. Yeah.
Don't waste your time. Where's my stuff? Where's my stuff? Get my stuff. All right, get my stuff. You deserve the shit out of me.
What's that caller?
Still pending.
So she was released on a $1,500 bond after 2 days. At least she had
2
to
days
spend.
in jail.
At least she
Yeah.
got 2 days in jail.
She's sobered
Are
up,
they
I
going to
bet.
tell us if she's pregnant or
I'll
not?
learn you.
I don't think
Florida?
she's pregnant.
I don't think she is.
This was in Florida. Where at?
Oh, now she's the reality setting in.
I think so.
Look at her legs. She got them like wide open.
Yeah. After 2 years, Victoria accepted a plea deal, but then failed to appear for 5 hearings to accept her conditions. Which was no firearms, no contact with victims, no drugs or alcohol, and $517 in fine.
That's it.
What's it going to be after she fails to appear 5 times? If
Yeah,
I
not
failed to
good.
appear
Does that mean
five, I'd be
she-
put in jail.
Doesn't that mean she took off to Mexico or
Yeah,
wherever?
exactly. Yeah.
Maybe.
Well,
Or
I
she's
don't
just
know.
not- she's the kind of
Airport
person-
police are running around looking for people, but
She might be the kind of person that's just like, hey.
I guess if she shows up at the airport, she'll probably get pinched.
She doesn't look reasonable, like like a reasonable. She'd agree with the verdict.
So she didn't get any nothing for throwing. I mean,
No, they didn't charge her with
Assault.
assault. I don't
No.
think the cops, he should have.
boy, she sure shut up.
So she's currently wanted and
She's
has
currently a
warrant.
wanted woman.
Yeah. But unless she
And
gets,
she's probably living next door,
Yeah.
and nobody knows. As long as she keeps her mouth shut.
yep.
you know.
Unless you don't get pulled over.
Yeah, or try to fly somewhere. I'm sure she's on the list.
Yeah.
A little can go a long.
Oh,
She is probably
Make me
involved with drug something.
Why?
I don't know. She looks like someone.
What you mean? Where am I going? I should have a right to know where I'm going. Okay, Victoria, I got. Where am I going?
Now
Where
she's
am I
gonna-
going?
We have
She's
a
gonna get
right
searched.
for you to shut up.
Everybody knows their rights now. Every single person knows
I
their
would love-
rights.
I'd just like to know what country she came from. And it's you know where you're going. It's on your back to where you came from. Check out those rights.
She's awful uppity.
No, but where?
Orange County, Florida.
Where's that at? Why?
This.
But why?
There you go. All right, there we go.
Because you're an asshole.
Oh, insufferable.
Stand up for us. Can you stand up for us? Can you stand up? Victoria,
Oh, now she's laying there.
Dead weight. Dead weight.
I think it's weird that the paramedics didn't do nothing.
Exactly right. I would.
Or take
Don't waste our time. Don't waste our time. That's why they didn't do nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
She would have went right in the bus.
So the whole
man.
pregnancy thing is out the window, right?
Yeah, and mental too. Nope, sorry. She's going to the hospital.
Victoria, just stand up, please. Victoria, stand up.
Jesus God.
All right,
It never stops with this woman.
She won't. If this isn't a
Oh,
training session video on how not to do things.
Yeah.
Oh, here she goes again.
She's gonna pretend to give birth again.
Yep, she's having a second miscarriage.
I mean, this is how entitled people act.
Oh my God.
We have I don't
created a
I
society
mean, who
of
would
monsters.
go to another country and act like? Could you imagine going to China and they act like this?
They do have the batons out right now, whacking you in the head.
You know, only in
Already
fucking
be
America can you come here and act like this and be treated
Treated
with
with
kid
kid
gloves.
gloves.
You know.
It's in Orlando.
Yeah, Victoria, they hear you, Victoria.
Where am I going?
Oh.
Where am I going?
You are going to
Why?
jail. You are going
I didn't do shit to you guys. I did not listen to you.
Okay, I understand, but you're under arrest.
I did not do anything to you guys. I did not do anything to you
God.
guys. Why am I taking you to
Why?
jail?
I mean, there should be an
Oh,
extra
my
charge
life.
for this kind
Oh,
of
it's
bullshit.
resisting. Yeah, but I mean,
Double resisting.
yeah, she should be in the hospital. This is call an ambulance. This woman there's something wrong with her. Goodbye.
I'm glad she did 2 days in jail.
You're under arrest for battery.
What battery? I
There
didn't
we go.
They didn't even charge her for that.
You mad at me because I told you the truth about you guys? Victoria, you're gonna want to let me know. You better not. Why am I going to jail?
Okay.
I need to go to my
Victoria, you
kids.
need to get up, all
I
right?
need to go to my kids. I need to go to my kids.
Shove that mask down her
Ugh,
fucking
need a ball
throat.
gag, I'm telling you.
Victoria, we need to get
I
up.
need to go to my
Right?
kids.
Let's get up, all right? Let's go.
Ow.
Victoria, you need to get up. Can you get up?
Victoria, you gotta go in the car.
In her pee pants.
That's why the back of police cars, the back seat,
Yeah.
it's very easy to take out. You're just able to, because you take it out, you hose it down, put it back in. Yeah.
Because you know what's going to happen.
You know, I mean, and plus, sometimes you throw people in there that are bleeding and whatnot. But it's like the back seat's never connected, and you just take it out, hose it down, throw it back in.
You have a seatbelt?
You gonna put a seatbelt on her?
You got to.
Mom is hurting.
Okay. Turn the air conditioner on, please.
Oh, she never stopped the whole time. She never stopped.
It's a shame that grown adults.
How long is this video? 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Really? And yeah, about 4 cops tied up,
Yep.
paramedics, fire department.
The whole deal.
Something should have taken 2 minutes.
Yep. Like it's 7 or 8 people.
Yeah.
For like an hour. This is edited down, probably. A
Okay,
couple
so
hours.
yeah. I mean, really? I mean, come on.
Come on.
More dangerous.
She done?
Out of her.
She done?
The other stuff up there.
Yeah, she done.
See if
And then
they
we just
say
need to
anything
bring you
though
back
at the
upstairs
end
at some point.
about it.
Thank you very much for being as gentle as we could.
She's still yelling.
Unfortunately, you're gonna get me.
Where am I going to?
Can you imagine having to drive her then? You go,
then
I
he's-
gotta be the driver.
You think she's banging her head, Trace?
Oh,
She's a
yeah,
head
for
banger.
sure.
Surprising how many women are headbangers.
Yeah.
Bam.
And a kick in the back of the seat. They
Yeah.
kick the back of the seat.
I would not want to be a police officer in today's environment.
No, man. They like I was talking to somebody who used to work in the jail, and they were saying I was, asking them if there was a bunch of mental people in there. Like, oh yeah, they just arrest mentally handicapped people, and take them in there. and let them out and take them in and let them out. And they go out and they're, these people are insane, and there's no insane asylums anymore. So they just go out and they're not really doing anything too bad. They just go like to, the Circle K and sit in the Circle K and act fucking batshit crazy till they go back to jail. Like, it's the dumbest thing ever.
That's the new way we deal with it.
And he said there's a lot of old people with dementia in jail too. Because they got, they got the anger, like the sundowners where they get angry and the cops come and they, do something to the cops because the cops are pissed at them, and it's a bunch of old people with dementia in jail too.
That's where I'm going to wind up.
We're becoming a third world country.
Luann's going to put call 911 on my ass.
The sundowners for sure. We'll testify for Luann. We knew Luann. We all knew.
We got video when he was semi-normal.
Yeah. I think you could play a little bit of the Mike and Jerry show just to prove how angry he is.
I'll say,
got proof for Luann.
I'll get him on the Biden topic. Biden versus.
Come on, man.
I have video of Trace and of Donna talking to Trace here. This is Donna talking to Trace. He goes and does what he wants.
Oh God, I feel it.
Oh, that's good. Okay, Donna, let me see where you got to find this. Don't say anything. You don't say anything.
No, all right.
And we're going to talk about this amongst the guys after we watch this video.
Are you telling me to shut up?
I'm telling you to shut up.
Nicely.
How does a girl pee with a tampon in?
I've always wondered this. I have no idea, dude. Does she take it out? She takes it out. Yeah, take it out.
You hold it off to the side. Or take it out. Or maybe it absorbs stuff anyway, so it could do both at the same time.
Yeah, just pee into it.
You have to take it out first. And then they have to put in a new one.
You guys got to take it out, right? You got to pull it out every time? Jeez.
Can a girl go swimming on her period?
Depends on if it's in the ocean.
I don't know about that. I was just so.
That's
that's why I said shut up, Donna.
That's a question I really never ever thought of.
I
that never
wanted
crossed
to
my
be-
mind. That never crossed my mind for some reason.
Tell me when you want me to answer.
I'll tell you. Okay, so how does a girl pee with a tampon in, Jerry?
I'm gonna go when she pulls it out. I don't know.
Okay, Trace.
I don't know. I think you can leave it in and just it comes out in a different spot.
Trace has got it. Comes out the urethra.
It's a different hole.
It's a different hole. It's a tiny hole. So you can pee with the tampon in.
I guess I'm
Good for them.
Good for them.
Seriously, that never went across my
see
mind.
That most people don't know the answer to that.
Most people have no idea.
Most people have no interest in it either.
Yeah.
We don't really give a shit how you pee with a tampon on.
Guys don't do a lot of thinking about the female anatomy down there.
I'm like,
although the string would.
I have a degree in female anatomy.
Space. He's got a degree in space law and female
as far
anatomy.
as swimming, I thought you didn't go swimming when you had your period.
Sure, you do. People do, but.
You have to have a
tampon
in.
I would always just change my tampon when I pee. That's a good time to change it.
Yeah.
Another reason I don't go to the lazy river.
I always thought the string and everything would get soak up pee in it. So because you can't hold the string to the side, but it does come out a different hole. But I would think that it would soak up.
None of the guys want to hear any of this.
Just change your tampon when you pee. That's what I would do.
I mean, I'm just glad I'm a man, once a month you gotta once a month I gotta shove some stuff up in there, a lot of times for a week. Oh, what a terrible!
I can see why you get pregnant. It's 9 months that you don't have to do with that crap.
But that's the price women pay for original sin.
That's it.
You gotta bear child. You have to
Not my fault.
bear children in pain. Have all that stuff.
Eating that apple, making us eat that apple.
Yeah, it's all Eve's fault. You can blame her.
Ned's Navy said some high school girls can be nasty, throwing their tampons on the bathroom ceiling.
Oh, I can imagine.
What's wrong with people?
No, imagine what you think. That's gross and messed up. But imagine if dudes had tampons. There'd be tampons everywhere.
Oh, there would. There would. The boys.
I don't. You know what? I don't because it's a fact that like women's bathrooms are always more messed up than men's bathrooms. So I don't know if men would be that gross.
I think they would.
I've always heard that women's stuff is more. Bathrooms are grosser than men's. But I've never seen it.
Well, yeah, exactly.
What I would say is because like guys pee all over the floor and stuff. Girls pee on the seat because you're squatting, and there's not a lot. Sometimes your pee splatters on the seat because you're squatting. But see, I always took extra toilet paper and would wipe that off because I'm not sitting on that seat.
Exactly.
I mean, I've been in boys' bathrooms.
I think that's where the grossness comes from: is the pee that splatters on the seats and girls don't wipe it up. So
several boys' bathrooms with poop on the floor. A guy just poop on the floor for the hell of it.
See, girls don't typically.
See, I don't go to that place. I don't know.
Girls
just like
don't
at a public
typically
park
do that.
you're at the park for a soccer game. You go in the boys' bathroom and there's a turd. Like and you're like, why? Why?
I bring this kid up a lot because it's just like. I think of him a lot when we go through a lot of stories, of people doing weird stuff. And this kid had been kicked out of he couldn't help but pee on things and poop in places. Like he played on the sports team, and every game, like locker room or everything, any place we went, he always pooped in the urinal. And he got kicked out of a different school for peeing on somebody, and got sent to our school where he continued to pee on things and people and poop in the urinals.
Is he the one that got caught masturbating in class?
No,
that's a different weirdo. They sent all the weirdos to your school, man.
In that special class, huh?
Yeah, I was in a special class.
So did he eventually get kicked out of your school too?
Yeah, for smoking weed.
Smoking weed.
For shitting all over the place.
Yeah,
the least
okay.
of the problems.
Yeah, he got kicked off the soccer team for punching some dude in the face. If they only knew he was shitting in the urinals too, it would have kicked him off earlier.
Shitting in the. That's
What a weirdo. See, girls are just gross because. If you go places big, a lot of girls are just drunk. They're too drunk.
Yeah.
And so they, they might, I don't know.
Yeah, girls let it fly when they're drunk.
Yeah.
They're like inhibitions. They don't mind sex, but everything else, they just let it fly. Like guys will let it fly sober or drunk. But girls, when they're drunk, they let it go.
Yeah, and they'll get gross that way. You don't see that too much. Maybe I don't go to those kind of places anymore.
What?
Where you'd see like a tampon, dirty tampon on the floor, or, I don't know. I don't really see that much.
All right, I think we'll take a quick break, stretch our legs.
Might have been concerts I used to go to where you'd see that more, where there's a bunch of drunk girls and stuff.
I mean, I've heard, like Jerry said, I've heard that the girls' bathroom is worse, but I've never really.
Well, I don't, especially with this.
I think you have to clean the bathroom.
Woke shit and stuff. I've been into more bathrooms women's bathrooms in the past couple of years because I'm like, I can't get in trouble, and somebody's in the men's bathroom and you just go, all right, I'll use it.
Now you can't get in trouble for it.
There's no way. I don't know if you can, but
I don't think if you just go in there and use a bathroom and don't do anything creepy. I don't think I think you can.
When I worked at the ice.
Dad might come in and kick your ass.
Yeah, you might get your ass
kicked.
When
I worked at the ice palace, the line was always longer in the women's because they took longer.
Mm-hmm.
And like every now and then, just some woman would just, I can't wait, and go right into the men's room.
I've done that.
Yeah, I've seen that. I think everybody's seen it too.
Yeah.
I mean,
nobody really cares.
I mean, they went in the stall.
I went into the women's bathroom at Buddy's the other day, a couple weeks ago, and
so crowded you had to go in the women's room.
Yeah, usually it's not, but I couldn't. Somebody was in the men's room for a while, so I went in. It was real nice. I was like, holy shit, like ours is like there's pipes on the wall, and it's just not nice at all. And then I go in there and they got like a wooden toilet and like, nice wooden counters. I'm like, what the hell's going on here?
I got my new bracelet on, Trace.
Yeah, did you make that yourself?
No, Harper made
grandchild.
it.
Yeah,
Harper made it. I think I'm gonna start I'm gonna have a bunch of her bracelets. I'm gonna be the Grandpa Johnny Depp. with my ridiculous accessories.
Somebody's going to think you're a Swiftie
see
with
it.
that. You know?
Yeah, or a swinger. Got a swinger.
Then we got to look up what yellow means.
Oh, he's got one of those yellow things on. All right. Take a quick break. Come back, wrap up the show. Then 11 o'clock, Mike and Jerry. Don't forget Ned in Your Head tomorrow morning, 7:45. Damn, it's already August 22nd. Friday, August 22nd.
That's why you didn't catch any fish.
I know. I
They
left
forgot-
my tackle
forgot his
box.
tackle
That's why you didn't
box.
catch any fish.
Bar show as well tomorrow night. We'll be right back.
Hey, what's up? It's the Ned Show. And this is a little segment I like to call Voicemail Fails. I love your voicemails. I love the effort, but sometimes it's just a fail, man.
Hopefully that noose you're using is the played-out bandana that you're wearing around your head. Let's face it, you're not John Rambo.
Oh, man, he was really dishing it. He was bringing the heat. Then he got nervous and hung up on himself. Did he try again?
Hey,
Oh, did you check out the deep breath? He's really gearing up to slam me. Let's check it out one more time.
hey, Ned, I got hung up on before I got the call dropped. Yeah.
He hung up on himself again. Hogan fart. Now, please tell me you didn't try again for this lame John Rambo headband slam. Sir, get a life.
Hey, Ned, hopefully that noose you're using around your neck is that old bandana you're using. Hopefully, we all know you're no John Rambo or a Blood or Brett Michaels or anything, so just give it a rest already.
A triple fail, dude. That's a record. And by the way, I am John Rambo, Brett Michaels, and every single Cripper Blood, all wrapped up into one. You son of a bitch.
Wow.
Bubba 98.7. Ned here, and I'm out the door. So 10-4, good buddies. This is the Flannel Bandit signing off, saying, I just took 3 Cialis. So you're probably gonna get a callus on your Pape Lop Mop. Ned out. Gotta go.
Wow.
Ned Show, what's up?
Is this Ned?
Yes, it is.
What's up, dude?
What's up with you?
Just chilling.
Just chilling. That's what I'm doing, man.
How do you come up with all that funny stuff on the radio?
Massive amounts of THC, sir. It's the only way, man. I take an entire medicinal chocolate bar, put it in a blender, then have Garnet blow it up my ass with a garden hose.
That's funny.
Yeah, you sound totally baked.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. You kind of left me hanging there. So what's going on?
Nothing. I just wanted to ask you that question.
Well, you got the answer. Rectally inserted cannabis. Where are you calling from, dude?
Palm Harbor.
Why are you calling me from the asshole of the universe at 9:30 at night, motherfucker? Because you knew I was just camped out by the phone hoping that you'd call me. The future of America right here, people. What's your name, dude?
Tyler.
Tyler? How old are you?
18.
18. How did you come to listen to the Ned Show and Mad Monkey? How'd you get on that tip?
I used to work with my dad, and he had it on the radio, and I just started listening to it every morning on the way to work.
Ah, so your dad brainwashed you. Tell him good job. Well, I appreciate you calling in, Tyler, and I appreciate you listening. And please remember, I don't really smoke weed. It's all theater of the mind. It's radio shtick. Weed's not cool. It's illegal. It doesn't make you think. It doesn't open up a portal to creativity. Some of the greatest artists and thinkers of our time have not used weed. Heaven forbid it makes you stupid. It's the devil's flower. It's a gateway. It's a Schedule I narcotic, which means it has no accepted medical use in the United States. It has a great potential for abuse, and it's just plain evil. So don't do it. Do what I do. Drink yourself legally into a stupor. Then get out that bottle of pills that your doctor couldn't wait to prescribe you and get high as a billy goat because that's legal and marijuana is not. Now I'm going to have a magic bubble party. Thanks for calling.
All right, cool.
Wow.
Bubba 98.7, Ned here, and I'm out the door. So 10-4, good buddies. This is the Flannel Bandit signing off, saying, I got a little change in my pocket going jingle, jangle, jangle. If you'd like to get strangled. Consensually, of course. God, let out.
Wow.
Bubba 98.7.
Ned, you're the man.
Tell me more.
You're a baller.
Yeah.
You're thick.
Thick.
Wood grain.
Dark mahogany.
Tan.
All over, by the way.
Awesome.
Tell me more.
You got nice hair, luscious locks of golden hair.
Enough about the pubic hair. Let's move on.
You're the man.
I'm the man. Talk about my wispy white hair on my head.
Wispy locks of luscious hair down to your shoulders.
I'm a regular Chris Hemsworth, but I got a bigger hammer.
You're a baller. All these other DJs in town ain't crap.
They're total hacks. You got that right.
They're your bitches.
They are my bitches. They couldn't dream of having as much talent as I have in my pinky.
No, they couldn't lick your knocky tops.
Well, sir, I have to disagree on that one, because they are swinging from my knock-you-tops on a daily basis, because they suck.
And boy, it's called to mark out, Ned. You're the man.
I appreciate it, dude.
Take care.
See ya.
Wow.
Bubba 98.7, Ned here, and I'm out the door. So 10-4, good buddies. This is the Flannel Bandit signing off, saying, I'm searching my browser without any trousers. God, let out. Welcome back to ClusterF. Don't forget to vote. Don't forget to vote. Vote.cltampa.com. Vote.cltampa.com. Click on the entertainment part. Vote for Best Podcast, The Hang, and Best Morning TV Show, ClusterF Show. We vote every day. Vote.cltampa.com.
This is weird. Just since I mentioned the Taco Bell cravings, I don't even know what app this is on or anything, but Taco Bell's like texting me up, bro. Like Taco Bell's like, hey, they know a sucker when they hear one. And they're like, are you craving some cantina chicken? I'm like, yeah, a little bit.
Tell them to send you some coupons.
Yeah, start texting them back.
Where's the coupons?
Yeah,
man?
see if they text them back and say send me some coupons. See if they do.
Yeah, maybe I will.
So just you talking about Taco Bell, your phone hears it, and Taco Bell's paid somebody to let them know, and they inundate you. And it probably works too. I bet you're going to Taco Bell today.
That's what Alexa does. Alexa does that shit. You know. Oh, by the way, I heard you at the. You know, I see you read a book about so and so. You want to buy a book about this? And
everything does it now. Everything does it. You can't talk. You can't even talk. You got to be more careful about what you say. Somebody's listening it to everything.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I don't get how they haven't used that technology to solve crimes at all, you know, like all these people that commit murders, and they, you know, like I said the other day, they can locate your phone, and see where you were. But there's something listening into you all the time to see what you're saying. I mean, it happens to me all the time. You'll be talking about Taco Bell, and then your phone, you're like, oh, Taco Bell, you know, Taco Bell pop up on your phone.
You know what I don't get? Like, you see all these videos taken by phones. You know, you see them on YouTube and all this stuff and whatnot. And then you see a crime committed, and you see the video of the crime that that they show, and like I don't recognize that. I can't see the guy's face.
No,
you know,
not at
everything's
all.
wrong.
The
And I'm
quality.
like, really? They can't do it. I mean, you know, the phone is perfect. You know, HD clear. You know, and all these things, you know, trying to catch you in a crime. They're pieces of shit.
Like security cameras?
Yeah.
Dogs.
But they should be. I mean, you can get a camera with a phone with 3 cameras in it.
Exactly.
Can't you just make these security cameras a little better
It's
now?
not even
I
a
can see it
phone.
like
It's-
20 years ago, but now, I mean, you get a camera for like 1995 that's like HD clear.
Yep.
You know, I mean, really?
Yeah, I don't.
I don't think people
I get-
want to spend a lot of money
yeah.
on their security system.
That's
you
what it
know?
is, I guess. But still, you'd think they could make a cheap HD security camera.
And they do. I don't know why they're not in the 7-Elevens and shit, you know?
My old house at on Billy Direct had I don't know, for some reason Mom had a bunch of cameras from, you know, they like replaced their cameras for her security system.
Yeah.
So I had like 5 cameras all around my house, not hooked to anything. Nobody was coming over messing with our house, man.
It just looked like he had
It
security.
looked like I had the craziest.
They were more like
security ever.
camera looking too. They
Oh,
were
yeah,
big ass cameras.
You know? I had to drill a hole into my wall to stick the cord in, so it looked like it was attached to something.
ain't no cameras that work in his house.
No.
Nobody messed with you though, did they?
Nobody messed with us.
It's time for.
It's history with Trace, oh man. History with Trace, oh man, oh man. Does he know about the First World War? Cause in class all he did was fucking stories. Telling us about history. History! Even though he doesn't give a damn. He don't! Tracy don't know shit about history. History with Trace, oh man. Woo!
This day in history, 1963, the first person to enter space twice. Not just go into space, but was this Joseph A. Walker.
Nobody knows about Joseph A. Walker, and he was the first guy to go to space.
Yeah, I've never heard of that. I've never even heard of him.
Like he went in 2 separate missions.
Was he
Yeah,
American?
2 separate missions. Yeah, from the United States.
I just space twice. Okay. I guess he just went up and came down.
When did they go? When was the first? Do you remember when the first person who went to space, like
1963.
1964, we went to the moon, right?
Was it?
No,
No.
69.
60, yeah, you're right. You're right.
But, and Glenn was the first person to go around the Earth. Orbit the Earth. That's the word I was looking for. Orbit the Earth. So that had to be like maybe a year later, 64. You know?
So in 63, that's the first time we exited the Earth's atmosphere.
No, he
Second
went.
time.
He went there.
Okay,
twice.
second time and went into space.
Yeah.
And then 6 years later, we were walking on the moon.
That's far fetched. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it. You know.
You brought it up, buddy.
The more it's
History's history.
This day in history, 1865, William Shepard, I don't know, received the first U.S. patent for liquid soap.
1865.
Yeah.
It took them a long time to bring the liquid soap to the public.
Expensive.
Who cared? Like, that one was stupid to me. I was like, who cares? Hey, you got a patent soap? Liquid, I guess so.
Yeah, maybe that's a big.
I guess you
for
could
like
make a lot of money
Like
off that.
dishwashing soap was a pretty big deal. A lot of everybody uses dish soap.
Yeah,
so
right.
I made a look up his family. He's their net worth.
Probably a lot.
You know what? I'm just having a flashback as a kid, and like in the kitchen was a bar of brown soap and on the sink. You know, before, and I'm sure dishwashing soap was out back then, but we probably couldn't afford it. You know, and it was a big bar of brown soap in the kitchen.
I never even thought of that before that they just had to use regular soap to wash the dishes. You know, just
no
lather up
dishwasher
your little thing, and I didn't even think of that.
Man, I mean, dish soap's pretty impressive. You know, like
See, maybe it wasn't stupid.
If you have like a pan that's all greasy, like, and you just try and clean it without soap, like you're just smearing
Impossible.
around for hours,
Never-
man.
never clean
You
it.
put that couple drops of soap in there, and it's just gone.
Cuts
Like,
right, cuts right through.
Dish soap and magnets, man. It's like magic.
Dish soap and magic. Bubba's Rattler, 100 bits. Woo! Thanks for the Sally Struthers donation. Appreciate it.
What?
Sally Struthers, she's always begging for just $1.
Oh,
to feed the kids. Yeah. So anytime I get $1, I say thank you for the Sally Struthers donation. It all adds up. It all adds up to feed the children. Just $1. That's all you need. ClusterF for just 69 cents a day. Donna can keep Trace in fried chicken and pot pies.
Yeah, it's delicious.
You're smashing that pot pie she made.
Just $18.99 a month.
It's pretty good. Homemade pot pie.
Right. This day in history, 2000, the first season of the U.S. version of the reality TV game show Survivor ended. Man, didn't we watch a little bit? We used to be
did you say 2000? Wow.
Yeah, that's when
first
it,
one.
24 years ago, Survivor
ended.
Oh, it ended? No.
I thought that's what
it's
it
still
said.
going on.
Yeah, but the first season.
The first season ended.
Oh,
right.
that was like something we watched for like 2 or 3 years as a family.
Yeah.
One of the few things we watched as a family, and then we got
Was that is that the one that like it came on like right after the Super Bowl, like the first episode?
Maybe
or something?
they usually do that.
Got you into it, like.
Yeah, we were into it.
I think I watched like the first to second, season, and same thing with the people locked in a house, first to second season.
Yeah, then after that,
we watched that, and then we watched Lost.
Lost.
Yeah,
we watched Lost.
Never watched that.
Yeah.
Never watched that.
You're not missing anything. Lauren was talking about it. She's like, maybe we should rewatch that Lost. I'm like, fuck no. Like, it disappointed me the first time I watched it. The whole premises behind that was, it was just like you wanted to know what was going to happen, but they never had any way to explain this bullshit that was going on, You're just like, you want to know the answer, and that's why you keep watching, but they just never gave you the answer. They never
gave you the answer, ever.
Ever.
And it's like, well, that... And the stuff that was happening it was kind of stupid, too.
Yeah.
They had this mysterious black cloud and everything, and you never learned about it. And then
They never answered anything.
We quit watching.
So disappointed, because it was good. It was a good show.
For a while.
It was good, but then it got to where, what?
It ran out of ideas.
Yeah, at one point there was a polar bear that they killed, and they're like, why is there a polar bear on this, island, this tropical island? And that just, you could watch the rest of the fucking seasons, They never mentioned anything about the polar bear.
And they never told you. Mm-hmm. They never told you.
Yeah, that show pissed me off. No answers.
No, it was. Yeah, so we quit watching it before the finale. I was like, I don't even care how it ends.
It was ridiculous.
You done pissed me off.
Mm-hmm.
Here, I'm trying to find my AI thing.
I can't. If I have to hear about AI one more time, like, I'm over it. I think it's preposterous. I don't think you can, like I've said, I don't think you can create something that's more intelligent than you, and it's just using other people's stuff from online.
It's not going to do anything revolutionary. I think it's going to be bad. Like this is like if there's going to be AI girlfriends.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem.
That's going to be lonely guys. What's better than a sex robot? You can have a girl like this, and she can talk to you. They can make it.
I guess the sex robot won't rip you off. As opposed to the live, like to the live chick that'll be your girlfriend. Say, all right, listen, I'm a little short on rent this month. Send me some money.
Sex robot can't take half.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think all these girls are AI.
Yet.
Are they? Yeah.
All these girls are AI.
They all kind of look the same.
They all have a kind of like they look 99% real, but there's like little 1%.
Just a little bit too
just
smooth.
A little bit.
See, she like that one. Yeah, you see, they kind of look real.
So
that looks fake to me, a little fake.
This one does, yeah.
Netflix in my place, or?
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm busy.
What was that all about?
They're gonna show you right now.
I can't. I'm sorry. I'm busy.
I wish I was special. You're so
Come on, give it to us.
I I want you to fuck me so hard.
Well, that's you can take anybody's voice and make it say
change it.
whatever you want, and who's is that? That's not going to be good for society at
It
all.
can't be. Why is this?
It's going to be used for horrible.
Like I've
horrible
said, this
things.
stuff is It's
This
not
is the devil. It's the devil. AI, I tell you.
It's not technology. Like we think we're advanced because of these things. It's like it's not. If everyone's like, "Oh, we got smartphones. We're so advanced." It doesn't do anything. If it just makes you dumber, if you invent something that makes you stupid and sit on your phone all day and miss out on reality, are you really inventing something that's
good? That's good for humanity.
Yeah, I can't take it.
You can't take it. Yeah, it's gonna be. I'm surprised it's not being used. Even more for bad stuff. But it'll come.
I'm still. I was listening to Joe. I hate his theory on AI. Joe Rogan. I can't hear him talk about it for one more second.
What's his theory?
He just thinks people were like the AI is gonna take over soon, and we're gonna be
take over.
We're gonna that's gonna be the new life form on Earth is computers and shit. I'm like, this is stupid.
That's stupid.
If anything, they're just gonna use AI to do a fake attack or some shit like that, so they can control the people more.
The government's going to say AI has taken over when it really hasn't taken over. It's the government taking over and using AI as an excuse.
Somehow, though, we're getting screwed.
Oh, yeah. No matter what.
Bottom line is we're getting screwed.
That's always the bottom line.
Whether it's by a live criminal or an AI criminal, we're getting screwed.
Basically, yeah.
Regardless, we're getting screwed. Here's a walk. USA. Here's a walk down memory lane, Trace.
Do you remember? Is that a Blockbuster?
Remember this? Going every Friday after school for years. We'd pick up the kids at school. We head to Blockbuster.
Me and Luann, I'd pick her up from work or we'd go shopping and head to Blockbuster.
I mean,
her and Lauren.
This is better
Lauren,
times.
we'd have Lauren in the car. Lauren get a video. We get a video.
Take maybe a good half hour. Well, some fun, a good experience. Looking at videos, kids picking out a video.
Go get a pizza. Go home.
No more.
Get a bunch
no
of candy.
More.
Soda.
Blockbuster.
It's almost. I miss it. And this is making me cry. I'm gonna cry at the Blockbuster video.
Your kids never even got to go to Blockbuster.
I know, right?
No, they didn't get to go.
I'm glad there's no Blockbuster. I'd be paying late fees.
Oh my God!
Let me tell you something. What was the thing after that with the box, the red box?
Red box.
Luann was addicted to that thing, man. I'm telling you, they could have charged $1,000 a video, man. She was like, we got to stop by Redbox, and she'd be dropping something off or picking something up, man. She was hooked on that thing. Man.
Trace was too, but he owed him $3 million.
Oh God!
For not taking him back.
Well, that was like every time I went out without Luann was like, "Could you do this and drop this off at Redbox for me?" You know?
Is that how she talks?
Yeah.
Trace owes Redbox $30,000.
I wish I never bought the movies. I think there was an option. It's like rent for like $1.99, and then buy for like $9.99 or something like that. And I never bought it, not once. And every time I'm like, I should just buy it, or I'm gonna get charged $40 when I don't take it back. And I'd always buy it.
Go to Publix.
I always rent it and then pay $50.
Get done buying groceries. Go to Publix. Where's Luann? Make a right turn right to the Redbox thing in Publix. So what's out in the wow?
Donna and I are fairly responsible people, and we paid that late fee every time.
For Blockbuster.
Because you got to bring it back in like 3 days or 4 days.
Yeah.
Well, we're coming back on Friday. We're not going. We're not. So we're gonna pay the late. Every once in a while, we take them back. Be very proud of ourselves.
Man, I remember before Blockbuster, there was actual. I remember going to a store that rented movies.
Yeah, video.
Just a regular store.
They had one down in Anna Maria.
Yeah.
Remember that
They
one?
They used to have all these. Yeah, Blockbuster ran all the little video stores out of business.
Yeah,
exactly.
so they can suck it anyway.
Video stores were first.
Yeah.
You almost forget about the little mom and pop video stores that Blockbuster totally took out of the market. So good. Serves you right, Blockbuster. And Netflix took you right out, too.
Yeah, in a second.
That's what, I never seen that coming, Netflix. Where they would mail you They would
Yeah.
mail you the video, and you mail it back, and they mail you a video game and stuff.
Yep.
And I said, "There's no way this thing's going to catch on."
We did it, and we were.
Yeah, Luann did it, you know.
But we
I
never.
was like-
We always forget to send them back. It was the same deal. We were owing money and shit.
But I was like, "There's no way this thing could catch on. People aren't going to be mailing shit back."
They really made a good move towards digital streaming.
When they invented
I know, barely remember it.
I was like,
when they invented Redbox, like, do you think they were like, all right, we're gonna do this and we're gonna be put out of business pretty quickly, but we're gonna make some money while we do it? You know, because I feel like stuff like that was already on its way out when they started Redbox. You know, I mean, the only reason I was going and getting Redbox is because I didn't even have cable. You know, I just had a DVD player.
But I mean, Redbox was for people who couldn't afford cable. I think. Well, I mean, you know, for some, but like there was probably a core group of people who couldn't afford cable, but you still go to Redbox, you know, and get your video.
I don't think all the movies were on.
Yeah, the up-to-date
TV,
movies. I think you got. Yeah, I don't think they were on cable yet.
Yeah.
You know.
Wasn't till not too long ago.
Before they got the cable, they went to Redbox.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fuck Redbox.
Fuck
VW Rick sent a couple pictures of his.
Oh, that's right, VW. Okay.
On Facebook.
What?
His plants.
His dick?
Oh, his plant. Oh, on Facebook. My bad. I was going to the
It's
wrong
like,
thing.
I wish we could grow plants.
You can.
I got a few going in my back, on my whatever it has.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh, those plants. I thought you
that,
people
Jerry.
be in this business by now. I said, man, this is right up your alley. They're going to be, the number one business in Florida.
I mean, I would think that those would look lovely in an arrangement.
They would.
I think people would
I wish
love
I could,
marijuana.
I mean, where is he? I forget
Can
where
you-
he's at that he can grow those like that. Look at
I
that.
wonder if you could do it with hemp. You know, because hemp's
Grow
not
hemp,
illegal.
yeah, I
Grow
don't
hemp.
Can you grow pot in a pot? Can you have like a potted pot plant?
No.
You can start it out in a
what do
pot
you
for
mean?
sure.
What do you?
Oh, I thought he was saying, is it legal?
No, I don't. No, but
No.
Oh, can't.
Like,
yeah,
could
yeah.
you grow,
Yeah.
in a pot?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll try that.
Ohio. He's in Ohio. Yeah.
Back in the day when Weston lived here, he was growing a plant up there on the balcony, and if you were walking around outside, you were like, what is that smell? There's weed here. It's such a strong smell. It was crazy. Just the plant had such when they got the buds.
Yeah.
This is some decent weed.
Yeah.
and it's free.
I like to try it. It's for an experiment. I like to try
I
it.
just
see.
want to grow one.
Yeah,
You know,
just to see it, so
I
you
want to
know.
grow one like that. See, a friend of mine, when I was growing up, a friend of mine in high school, her dad had a plant just like that growing on the side of his barn, right up in Brooksville.
Now, what are we looking at? The thing that's underneath the...
That's one plant, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a big ass plant.
Yeah, his
That's
was,
one
his was
pot plant.
taller than that.
That's one pot plant.
That's one pot. How many buds
Damn.
do you get off of this, Trace?
Lots.
I mean, that's a truck tire
Look,
there,
he's
right?
got
Look
it's
what
a,
it
that's
says.
a
Does he have
big ass
other
tractor
pictures?
tire. He's got three.
Tractor
He's
tire.
got three at
That we
least
could see. Yeah.
three big ass plants.
Oh, yeah.
If I could just find some
wide.
seeds, I'd grow
It's
pot.
white as a man.
Look at that.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
See how beautiful that would be in a
They're-
flower
they're
arrangement.
so pretty.
thing?
They
That's
are.
why I
There's
wish
something
they'd
about
let us
it.
grow 'em.
If you could grow your own hemp and then offer on your website the hemp bouquet, I think that would take off, babe.
I started
I'd order
buying.
one.
I know.
I had some wheat pot plants growing up Billy Direct in my closet for a while, and I think I spent a lot less money on Redbox because of it. Just sitting in my room, just staring at these plants for hours on end.
Grow.
Well, why don't you put them outside like this guy did? Yeah.
He says he has 5 of them.
5 of them.
Send us some seeds. I want to see if I can grow one.
What if there's a lot of pot being
So
grown in
in
the
New
villages?
York,
Well,
the
let me
place-
tell you something. You smell it a lot. There's a lot of people up there smoking it. I know that.
I mean, since
walking
it's
around.
legal, so
Yeah,
Nobody-
we're old. We can get a prescription for anything. You know.
it's trust me.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
yeah, I
easy
know
to
it's
get.
easy, but but even still, I mean, there's enough people up there like, yeah, what the hell? You know?
How come Florida, who, we're the home of the free, everybody wanted to come down here. We're the home of the free and we can't grow them yet. They say in New York you can grow up to 6 plants for personal use. So up in New York, where they have all these shit rules, they can grow plants. And down here, where we're supposed to be,
we've had
free,
Republican
we can't.
governors for quite a while in Florida, and they're not going to approve that.
Yeah, but the other, like up in New York, they have like legal stores, that could sell it, like I guess Florida does.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's like 90% of the stores aren't legal. They just got some stores selling pot.
Yeah.
And they just can't keep up with them.
They can't keep up. There's no way to keep up with it.
Yeah, I still, when I first got my weed license, didn't know before that you had to go to a weed doctor to get your weed license. Like, I still remember a couple times going to the doctor for things and just being like, by the way, do you write me a prescription for some marijuana?
How did the thing do with the pot on the voting thing? Did something about Florida?
It's not. We haven't voted for it yet. It's on the ballot,
but
though.
It's for. I don't get what
recreational.
It's for. But it's for the government to sell it recreationally.
Yeah.
Okay. See that?
Or the dispensaries.
Yeah, which is run by the government. Supposedly overseen.
They're going to ruin.
They're going to ruin it.
They're going to ruin it.
Yeah,
exactly.
They've already kind of ruined it.
They ruin everything.
Yeah, I mean, same thing up in New York. That's why, like, all the 90% of them are illegal because the government.
Maybe they haven't figured out how to get Monsanto involved yet, or they're figuring it out. I'm sure they haven't figured.
The government is going to put some mRNA mind control thing in the pot. That's what's going to happen and ruin it.
I think they ruined it years ago.
They did.
But when they started making all these different strands.
But see, I just, if I was, smoking pot, I just assume buy it from this guy than I would from some government run.
Absolutely.
I mean.
That's why they don't want this guy to grow it. Yeah. Yeah, he's got quite the green thumb. Nice. Mm-hmm. Nice. All right, let's end the show. Mike and Jerry show coming up in a couple minutes. We got Ned in your head tomorrow morning, 7:45. The Bar Show, 8 o'clock. Brandon's back. Brandon's back. He's over his bug.
Done.
And we'll be doing that Friday. See you tomorrow morning from Ned and Head and Ned and Jerry coming up. I'm gonna go get the get up. I'm gonna get up the get up and Mike and Jerry coming up in just a minute. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, what's up? It's Ned, and it's time for another Neditorial. That's where I take the issues, split them right down the middle like I'm gutting a deer, and find the bloody entrails of truth that you didn't want to know about in the first place. Here we go. There's a lot of hoopla about Donald Trump contracting the coronavirus. He was reckless. He endangered himself and the country. Insanity. He's a fool. It's inexcusable, they said. Well, call me a crazy red-blooded average American, but I want a president who's reckless enough to get COVID-19. We haven't had a president with this much moxie since George W. Bush fake landed a jet on an aircraft carrier. Donald Trump was told everything there was to know about the virus, yet he chose to continue to work and lead the country as normal. You might say that was stupid. Then I want a president who's stupid enough to get corona. Remember when George Washington was stupid enough to lead his troops into battle? What an asshole. The President of the United States needs some balls. George W. Bush needed the balls to launch an illegal war in Iraq. Barack Obama needed the balls to launch drone strikes to blow up daycare centers. Terrorist strongholds. And Donald Trump had the balls to catch corona. Joe Biden is currently sniffing Jodie Foster's hair in a safe room underneath Black Lives Matter headquarters. Corn Pop was a bad dude, but I bet he wouldn't wear a mask. I want a president that can fight off corona. I hope Trump demanded a hydroxychloroquine enema with a bleach chaser. Teddy Roosevelt shot grizzly bears. Donald Trump takes joyrides in hermetically sealed limos. But what about the safety of the Secret Service, you whine? Those guys are ready to take a bullet for the president at any second. I hardly think a few respiratory droplets are going to faze him. In the least. I expect Donald Trump to make a full recovery and become so emboldened that he punches Chuck Schumer right in the dick. Let out. Hey, what's up? It's Ned, and it's time for another Neditorial. That's where I take a big dose of common sense and shove it non-consensually deep into your mind. Your partisan reptilian brain will reject these brilliant nuggets of common sense. opting instead to believe simplistic talking points on your favorite corporate-controlled news station. But enough about how stupid you are. Here we go. I'd like to say a few things about the next election. The next election isn't going to be about COVID-19 or the economy or immigration. The next election is going to be all about voting by mail. And whoever loses is going to call fraud, and it's going to be a big goddamn dog and pony show. And all this could be avoided if we just went with my common sense plan entitled, "Hey asshole, if you really give two shits about voting, get your ass to the polls and vote." Early voting gives you a whole fucking week to get your ass to the polls. So if you gave a damn about voting, you'd find the time. You can't vote by mail. Tough shit. And you can't vote by absentee ballot either. You're not in town to cast your vote? Poor planning on your part. You make bad decisions. No vote for you. My plan goes even further. You can't vote unless you pass a simple test that shows you are not a complete mouth-breathing simpleton. And it won't be racially biased. I'll take Pedro, who knows that dose times dose equals quattro, over Billy Bob from Tupelo, who only knows how to count in milligrams of fentanyl. Listen, this country is in a crisis of stupidity. The last thing we need is several million lazy, uneducated jackasses who barely care enough about the election to put down their meth pipe and walk 30 feet to the mailbox to cast their vote. I say you should have to pass an IQ test, walk 20 minutes on a treadmill, take a psychological evaluation, and beat a 7-year-old in a game of tic-tac-toe before you can fucking vote. I don't say rock the vote, I say block the vote. We don't need any input from these cretins, because heaven forbid we don't get a clear winner in the most important election in American history between Sleepy Joe and Crazy Donald. God bless America. Let out. Welcome to the Mike and Jerry Show.
Hey, Michael.
Watching any of the DNC?
Absolutely not.
Me either.
Absolutely. You know what? And not, you know, I gonna come. I didn't watch the Republican one all that much either.
I didn't either.
You know what? It's just a bunch of delegates, you know, getting drunk or whatever. You know, listen to, you know, has-beens, you know.
Yep.
That are still talking and wannabes that are talking. You know, it's guys that were popular yesterday and guys that want to be popular tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know,
I saw like clips of Bill Clinton, and it was like, oh, he can barely talk. That's not good.
You know what?
That's not good.
Yeah, he was. I'd seen something in the paper about him going, yeah, this might be my last one. And I think he was just like, this is your last chance to blow me. You know, that's all that was. That's the way I took it. He's like, all you women out there, this is your last chance. I'm not coming around.
Yeah, and they'd be lined up too.
Exactly.
Yeah, one more time.
Exactly. Come on, baby.
It's like, oh, yeah. You know what I like? I got a cigar in the back seat.
Yeah, and again, you know, you watch the news and they cover it, and you know, guys making girls making, you know. Last night they said Oprah, you know, surprise guest. Oprah was on. Like, who gives a shit?
Gives a shit?
You know,
I didn't watch
shit about Oprah.
I didn't watch Kid Rock. I didn't watch
Yeah,
Oprah.
exactly.
I don't want to see
you know.
none of the. I don't want to see any celebrities telling me about politics. They
Absolutely.
can stick it.
What are they going to tell me that they're, you know, driving around in their, you know, plus, bus, tour bus or flying on a private jet. What do they have in common with me?
They're not going to the grocery store. They're not doing anything.
I mean, I came here today in my 2017 Nissan Altima. I don't think I got anything in common with Oprah.
No?
Or Kid Rock.
Or Mark Hamill from Star Wars.
Yeah, or Kid Rock.
Don't forget to vote.cltampa.com. Vote.cltampa.com for the best morning show in Tampa Bay. Jerry wants it. He wants to go to the Village and say, I'm Jerry from the Mike and Jerry Show.
Absolutely.
And I'm part of the best morning TV show.
We need your support from the villages.
That's right.
You need to pass it around. Best morning show.
Vote. You can vote once a day. We're doing it legit here, which means we have no chance of winning. We should have put some ballot boxes around and stuffed them.
Yeah.
But vote.
Stop going to them senior citizen homes.
Hey, vote for us.
Michael.
Yeah. Before we get into the politics, you gonna watch any professional football this year? I'm gonna try to not watch the NFL.
You know what? If there's nothing else on, I'll probably watch it.
What are you, a Giants fan?
Yeah, and like every year like last year they had me, like, they got a shot, and like right out of the gate, Dallas kicked their ass. I was like, all right, I'm done. Week 1 I was done. But besides that, sometimes there's good matchups you want to watch and shit, but it's just hard to first play the game, guys dancing and shit. I don't know, it's kind of like. It's almost like it's getting to be like college football to where, most games are blowouts. You got like the top 10 teams, and they play like 2 or 3 good games a year, against good teams, and then the rest is all bullshit.
And then you get the lower tier bullshit.
Yeah, so I'll wait for the NFL playoffs. Just like with college, I'll wait for Thanksgiving. With the matchups there, and then
championship week and stuff like that.
Championship week and all that crap. But that's it. The first 10 weeks, I could care less.
I'm a big college football guy, but with this, what is it? NIH? Is that what? NIL?
That's the other thing.
They're kind of ruining it.
You can't follow anybody
the
anymore.
Transfer portal.
Yeah,
it's like your guy will go to 3 different teams in 3 years, and it's like, well, that's kind of ruins the whole spirit of college football for me. So,
and you have the guy that's, say, the receiver, that's the number 3 receiver. He's good, but the other 2 guys, but he's getting some playing time. But he's good. Next year, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's with somebody else.
Yep.
It's like, well, I got to make my money, and now they're doing it. I don't know how they're doing it with high school. You're allowed to do it in high school.
I just heard that. Was that just in Florida?
It's for Florida.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's nationwide.
Why would they even do that? Why they?
And how's a high school kid gonna? I don't know. I mean, how do you? Especially if I'm a big ass lineman, and now the quarterback shows up in a BMW, and I'm getting nothing, and I'm all of 16 years old, 17 years old, you're going down, pal. I don't know.
It also seems like just a way for.
More corruption
for boosters to funnel money now to high school players and get the best team. That's
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to have some sort of half-ass excuse to, like, all right, I can't make, my district team, the high school that I'm supposed to go to or whatever.
Yeah.
So okay, I'll go to this high school and say, I want to be a chef or some shit because this high school has a cooking class and mine doesn't. But, now this opens up a whole book of worms of, everybody's coming.
And who's paying a high school football player for ads?
And
I mean, maybe in some of these small towns.
And that's the other
big.
thing. What's the high school? Is this costing the high school anything? Or is the high school getting anything out of it? I mean, the high school is providing. And I see the thing of the other side of where, the good college player, the college is getting,
I get that.
But at high school, I don't know how much recognition you're getting. You're getting some local recognition maybe and stuff. But you know what? The high school's providing the stands, the field, what's the high school getting out of this?
I mean, it's kind of corny, but there's nothing wrong with just playing for your school.
Exactly.
The way they've always done it. And I get it in college. they're making a lot of money off your ass, a ton of money. So maybe you should get some. I don't really. I think instead of this NIL or whatever initials it is, they should have just given the college players like $1,000 a month or something.
Yeah, you know, all right. Yeah. And you know what? I mean, they for the most of them, they were getting a free ride. You know, they're getting a supposed free education. You know, I don't know how many the graduation rate is.
Yeah.
But, you know, they're getting free room and board and all that stuff. So, you know, like a 4-year decent college, you're looking at over $100,000 probably, you know. So, yeah, they did get that. So, I don't know. Yeah. Is the college getting more than $100,000 out of that one player? Yeah, but out of the 60 or 70 players on a roster, I don't know if the college is still making money out of that deal. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think that some of the money you earn has to be distributed to the other teammates, like a small but so they're getting something. But it's still when the guy shows up in his Corvette, and you're you got $75.
You know, I'm struggling to get him, 2 for $1 at McDonald's. You know.
Yeah, kind of ruin it. It's kind of ruin it for me. What's the Dance Moms deal? Did you want me to play the trailer or is there a story?
I read, the Dance Moms, they have all these little kids getting in dance competitions and stuff. And there's a big brouhaha about this one kid here in the Dance Mom. You can run a trailer if you want. Is it long?
No, it's not long at all.
Okay, you can run a trailer.
It's like 30 seconds. Damn, these people in these pageants and these.
Yeah,
I'm
probably going to go in
disgusting.
a direction that maybe some people may not expect. I don't know.
Oops, here we go. Is it working? What's going on? Something's going on here. Let's try it again. All right, here we go.
This will be the biggest challenge of my career. I'm the coach of the next big team.
I can replace anyone at any time.
These are little girls.
Yeah.
You know.
Dance Moms, a new era.
Okay, so
that's all there was. That's all there was. Yeah.
Is that okay?
It's not.
So they have this 11-year-old girl. It was a picture in the article there, and she goes and she does a routine. If you remember, John Benet
Ramsey.
Yeah, she was like 6 or 7 years old, and they found her strangled and whatnot, dead. So this girl dresses up like her, and then at the end of the dance, as she's going off, she kind of grabs her throat like she's being strangled as she goes off, which is, maybe a little hard, and everybody's making, oh man, this is terrible, pretends to be strangled. But if you can you bring up the picture of the little girl?
I don't know.
There's a picture of the girl is 11 years old.
I'm not getting that.
That does this routine.
Mm-hmm.
She looks like she's 30 years old. She's
the
like
way
a
she's made
30-year-old
up.
head on an 11-year-old body. They made her up so much. And I'm like, what is the purpose? Here she is.
Here she is.
The one on the right. That one. If you can blow that one up.
I'm trying.
She's 11 years old.
They took it away.
And she looks like she's 30 years old. And I'm like, what is the purpose? Who are you attracting that you're making an 11-year-old look like a 30-year-old? I mean, I get the dance thing and stuff, but why can't she be made up like an 11-year-old? I mean, is this like pedophile, training?
I
maybe
can't
I'm going in the wrong direction.
No,
but this is
I'm
the first
completely,
thing I
completely
thought of.
with you. I can't really make this picture. When I try to blow it up, it takes me to nothing.
But
you can
I'm
see,
trying to say,
you can
like-
kind of see, they have her make. It's like a beauty pageant makeup for a 25-year-old woman.
Exactly, and she's 11 years old and she looks 25. And then I'm like, well, who are you trying to make her look good for? I mean, what judges are all the judges pedophiles? I mean, why can't she look like an 11-year-old? 11-year-old faces, they're sweet, they're smooth, they're no pimples yet or anything like that. What's the problem with looking like an 11-year-old? What are these judges? Why are these judges? The judges should say, you know what? Deduct 10 points for looking like a 25-year-old. I'm sorry. What is wrong with this thing? And it's a big deal. Dance Moms, they got a regular show on. Is it? It's like the breeding ground for pedophiles.
I'd like to know who's in the audience of these things. You know, like, is there a bunch of dudes?
Yeah, that's what I'm
dudes
saying.
come.
And again, I don't watch this thing. Luann watched it every now and then, and this and that, because there was some contra. But I never watched. But when I seen the article in the paper and I looked at the girl, I said, "This kid looks like she's 30 years old. What the hell's going?" And why isn't these judges turning around and going, "I'm sorry, you're 11 years old. Why are you making up your child like she's 30 years old? There should be points. They're letting this go." I mean, it's something wrong.
It's been going on for, I mean, it's ever since John Benet Ramsey. She was made up the exact same way. These kids' beauty pageants, they make them up to look like grown women.
Yeah,
I can't find the picture of that lady. Sorry,
it's the
mom. It's the moms.
Yeah, and she kind of looked like a teenager, maybe, or something. But this kid, if you just cropped off the head and took, you'd say, not a bad looking 30-year-old or 25-year-old, and it's an 11-year-old kid. I'm going, well, what is the purpose of making somebody up to look like that? Somebody that's 11 years old, why would I make her look that old? And why would the judges judge this? I mean, why aren't the judges going, get that shit off and make her look 11 years old?
And are the judges...
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. It's just...
Check their hard drive.
Is this just some sort of pedophile programming here? I mean... I gotta.
You can't. You're asking the wrong guy, because I don't get it. It's something to me. It's something fishy about it too. And
I get it. Everybody, the little dance. You want to send your daughter to a little dance class, this and that. But now, this is getting, like professional state championships or whatever regional. Okay, does dancing have anything to do with this, or is it just to make your child up to look like an adult? I mean, I just found this so weird and strange that there's a program on there that makes 11-year-olds look like they're 25, 30 years old. And everybody thinks, oh yeah, that's fine.
I don't know. I don't know who. I don't know who thinks it's.
I would like to know who the judges are.
I would too, and I don't.
And what criminal records do they have?
And these poor girls.
Exactly.
These moms just living vicariously through their daughters and making them go through all this stuff for what? None of this is ever gonna. None of these people are ever gonna rise to superstardom from baby pageants.
But I don't get where we went over the line of putting makeup on children. Okay, but you put makeup on children in their eyes and this and that. But nah, she still looks like she's only 8. We got to get to 19. You know what I'm saying? When did we cross that line of making them look like they're young adults or adult women? I don't get that.
I think a long time ago, because when was it? John Benet Ramsey? That's 20-something. Is that 20-something years ago?
Probably, yeah.
So it's been a while. It's a weird phenomenon that I don't understand. But it's these moms. So you put these are desperate moms for attention for themselves, so they use their daughters, and then you got the judges, they're the pedophiles, so it all works. It's all working for everybody.
And then you wind up with a little kid strangled that nobody knows who killed her.
Exactly.
Gee, I don't know why somebody would do that. Maybe we need to look at the judges.
Man, maybe you shouldn't have been making her up like a 20, 25.
Exactly. I know.
I would, yeah. The moms.
That's my editorial for today.
So what are you thinking about the John Benet thing?
It was probably in bad taste. Absolutely.
But it's not as bad as the whole concept.
It's not as bad as dressing up an 11-year-old like a 30-year-old. I'm sorry. And nobody's all the newspapers, oh yeah, she made a joke sign, this and that. Yeah, what about dressing her up like a 30-year-old? Nobody's saying a word about that.
I mean, I'm pretty much with you.
I'm like, that was in bad taste. Knock her down a point. But she's 11 years old. Why does she look like she's 30?
We want to, don't want to get you started on Trump,
but and we'll get off the pedophiles. I did my 5 minutes on that.
See, I know, it doesn't matter what it may come down if I vote at all. Just everybody, I've been screwed. Every politician, every president has screwed the American people for the last 100 years. and maybe Trump will screw us too, but he's going to give me some entertainment, man.
Absolutely.
I don't think the Democrats are funny at all. They intentionally try to piss you off, and I like a guy who's fast on his feet, and this guy's fast on his feet.
Thank you, everybody, very much. Thank you for coming.
Have you seen this?
I don't know.
So she's
yet.
asking she says the Kamala Harris campaign is attacking you for saying you're coming to this city because it's a hotbed of white supremacy.
Oh, okay. Look at him.
He's already knows.
He's salivating. He's salivating. Let me answer this.
He already knows.
Who was here in 2021? Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
And that's, you know what? That's off the cuff.
Off the cuff.
Off the cuff.
Off the cuff. I've watched it about 5 times. It's like, everybody settle down. I got this.
Yeah,
I got
it.
this in my back pocket.
Who was here in 2021? Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
Everybody pops. Everybody pops. Everybody pops.
Yeah, and even, you know what? I never thought of him as a badass. I just thought he was like, you know what? You know, he's going to say what he's going to say. But even like yesterday, he did a thing, and he's supposedly behind bulletproof glass and stuff.
Yeah.
He come walking out. He don't care. You know, he comes walking out, and I don't know, somebody fainted or whatever.
Yeah, and he went out and checked. He went out and checked on the person that fainted.
You know, I mean, that shit's not going to work with him. You know, yeah, all right, we'll put some bulletproof glass in front of him. Like you can't, you know, well, I'm not going to say that, but yeah, it's like he's going to start walking around on the stage, grab the microphone and whatnot. He's a badass. I you know what? I never thought of him that way, but he's a badass. And you know, the other two schmucks. Although I do think the vice president that Kamala has, I think he's a pretty funny guy. You know, when he comes battling out, and, yeah, this and that, and he does the Chinese bow, and he bows like a Chinaman and stuff like that. If that was racist, I'm sorry, Chinaman. You know, but you know, he comes out because he's been to China 30 times or whatever. You know, he bows and stuff like that. But I think. Until he opens up his mouth, I think he's a pretty funny guy.
Until he opens up his mouth,
you know,
he's hysterical. Yeah, I haven't watched much of almost any of the convention. I've seen a few highlights. I'm trying to find my highlight. Okay, this is.
Oh yeah, he was pissed.
Oh, it's like he's so mad. He's so mad, but. I think it's a different time in politics because back in the day when something was debunked, you know, it was pretty much debunked.
They wouldn't use it again.
And the politicians wouldn't use something that was been completely debunked, and there was video evidence that it was completely debunked. And the thing about the fine people hoax, and I've seen the Trump video where there's
fine people on both sides.
Where they took it, and if you watch the whole video, he actually not only, you know, it's not what he's saying. He also condemns the neo-Nazis and says, you know, I don't want nothing a part of these people. These are bad people. But there were some people who just didn't want the statue torn down, and they were fine people, and they're going to still just come out with a lie and repeat it at the convention.
The president was asked what he thought had happened. Donald Trump said, and I quote, "There are very fine people on both sides. My God."
He's so mad. He's just mad at life.
My God.
He's mad at life.
My God.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. And then from here, I'm going on vacation to California.
That's what he said. And then, yeah, I'm glad they brought those charges after I was already done.
That is what he said and what he meant.
And what he meant. So that's a double. He's doubling down on it. Doubling down. That didn't used to be a thing.
And who's the other? Somebody else came out with the project. Was it Obama? Or one of them came out with, you know, with Trump with his Project 25 and this and that. And how many times did he say, I have nothing to do with that thing? You know? And Same thing. Oh, yeah, Project 25. You know?
Yeah, but-
and you know what? There's about 15 or 16 things in that Project 25 I kind of agree with. You know?
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
some of them aren't.
The
but
Department of Education should be closed down.
Need to be looked at real close. You know? Close the border? Yeah, maybe. Deport all these people? Yeah, maybe. You know?
And here's the Trump video, you know, because maybe some people haven't seen it. Maybe you haven't seen the video. This is exactly what he said, because this is the video before AI, hopefully.
Excuse me, they didn't put themselves down as you, and you had some very bad people in that group. But you also had people that were very fine people on both sides. You had people in that group, excuse me, I saw the same pictures as you did. You had people in that group that were there to protest the taking down of, to them, a very, very important statue and the renaming of a park from Robert E. Lee to another name. But you know what? It's fine. You're changing history, you're changing culture, and you had people, and I'm not talking about the neo-Nazis and the white nationalists.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because they should be condemned totally.
Okay. That's,
there it is.
There,
there it is, ladies and gentlemen.
There's all you need.
Live from New York.
That's all you need.
But you
had Donald Trump.
Many people in that group other than neo-Nazis and white nationalists.
Okay, so you couldn't explain it any better than he did. It was definitely clarified within 45 seconds that he condemns neo-Nazis and white supremacists.
Can you imagine if this wasn't on film? Can you imagine if somebody didn't, or just one outlet had it and they weren't going to run it? You know,
if it was,
they're like, there it is. He said it.
Democrats would be running photos of him with the hood on.
Yep,
And
there it is. He said it.
That'd be their main focus. He said something interesting the other day. He said, the Democrats have mentioned me 219 times at their convention, and the economy only 12.
They did, yeah. I seen something on Fox where they mentioned, it was Monday or Tuesday or whatever, the day after, and they mentioned Trump like 40 times, the economy like 4, the border like 3, and crime like 1, but Trump like 30 some odd times, it was like, really, and that's what it is. It's just like, vote for me because he's a bad guy.
That's all it is.
Vote for me because, yes, I will ruin your life, but he's a bad guy.
What I like is, and Kamala says, we're going to fix the economy on day one.
Day one.
It's like, how? 4 years.
Yeah.
She's going to fix it. What she's saying is that everything Joe Biden did was wrong with that statement.
And she just appeared. 5 weeks ago, she was bringing down the party. 5 weeks ago, Carmela, before
the most unpopular vice president
before the debate, Carmela was bringing down the party.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden, debate. You know what was funny? Which program I never watch was The View. And I'm going by yesterday, and I see this thing on, and it shows repeat, and it was the morning of the debate, like the debate was that night.
Yeah.
So I said, I got to watch this. I got to see what they say.
That's torture. That's torture.
I got to see it. And they were like, oh, Joe, he's so intelligent. He's so smart. He's so quick on his feet. And I'm like, and now here we are 5 weeks later. And it's like, well, he's getting old and it was his time to go. And Carmela's the greatest thing in the world. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, do you people not look at what you said 5 weeks ago?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. Just lie after lie.
And then as soon as the debate, they were told, okay, that's how we're getting rid of Joe. Now go anti-Joe. And they all went anti-Joe.
Everybody bought in.
And
exactly.
to me, if I was a Democratic voter, I would feel so insulted. They're mocking you. They're mocking you. We lied. Yeah, we lied for 4 years about Joe. We all know he's been you could see in the debate, he's not a competent president. And forget about that. Kamala's in. And
well, this whole election
mockery of
this whole election, according to them, is to save democracy. It's to save democracy. Now they just pulled a coup and they got rid of the guy that everybody voted for to represent the Democratic Party. And they just got rid of him. And they put Carmela in that didn't receive one vote. Didn't receive any votes. It said, here it is. Here's democracy. This is who we tell you to vote for.
And
that's not democracy as far as I know.
And then they had the bought and paid for legacy media say Kamala is the best thing since sliced bread, and she's already tied with Trump. And
she's a fresh new look.
It's a joy. It's a joyous campaign. It's a joy.
She's a fresh new look.
It's not a fresh new. It's the same old shit, and it's just. I hate the fact that the left is so bad to me now that I have to support a lot that's going on with the right, and that makes me mad because it didn't used to be this way. I could criticize both parties equally. Now the left is a bunch of lunatics.
You know what? And I probably said this before, but Biden politics, I don't know, 50 years. Carmela's in there, I don't know, maybe 25 years or so. All right. Trump, 4 years as a president. That was the only 4 years he's ever had as a politician. Before that, never in politics, never held a political office or anything like that. And they accuse him of all these things, of, making money and business practices and tax and whatever. But all he did was play the game that they made the rules by. Joe was there for 50 years. He was there when they made up the rules for the taxes and all this stuff. Kamala was there when they made up all the rules for the taxes and all that. Donald was just playing by the rules. And they're accusing him of cheating. All he did was follow their rules. And he beat them at their own game. That's what it is, and that's what they're pissed at, that he beat them at their own game. He was only in politics for 4 years, and those 4 years, less people coming across the border, more money in my pocket. 50 years of Joe Biden, less money in my pocket, more people coming across the border. I don't know. How do I not vote for Donald Trump? How do I not vote for him?
I don't think.
And I have the choice to vote for Donald Trump. All right? Nobody, if you're voting for Kamala, you didn't have the choice. This is your choice. You were given that. Donald Trump ran against 2, 3, or 4 other people. I had a choice. I was given a choice of who I wanted to represent me in the Republican side. Democrats have no choice whatsoever. How is that democracy? How is that democracy?
I don't think they had a choice in 20.
You're a conspiracy theorist.
No, that's not. No, I'm talking about Bernie Sanders.
Yeah, exactly right. Bernie was the guy.
He was the guy. And
Bernie was the guy. Exactly right.
He sued because he said I was the guy, and they took it away, and they went, they can take it away. Sorry, Bernie. It's just a private organization. The Democratic. They didn't do anything illegal. It's just. Maybe unconstitutional.
Yeah, exactly right. I mean, I don't know how they just said, oh, all right, all the delegates, instead of having a vote on the floor, we're going to do a telephone vote. Isn't that kind of like mail-in voting? We're going to do, instead of seeing this live on TV of the delegates voting, we're going to do a telephone vote. Are we going to see it? No, you're not going to see that. Yeah. It's a telephone vote. So, Kamala Harris received more delegate votes than Joe Biden did. How did that happen?
Because people are just now realizing how wonderful she is, Jerry. Haven't you seen how the commercials and the snippets? How wonderful and awesome
absolutely.
She is. She's fantastic. See, you're getting climb on board the Kamala train, buddy. Come on.
Kamala, communist train.
Here's a good video of a black woman in Chicago talking about the migrant situation.
Can you tell me what's going on with the migrant crisis here in Chicago?
So I will tell you right now, I'm a person that lives on the south side of Chicago, and the migrants that have come in, at one point they were coming in and we were feeling very sorry for them because they came in at a time where the weather was cold. So we're seeing all these people in tents and all this and that. But then we find out that they're getting $15,000 in food stamps, $5,000 in cash. I work for a company, which I will not say, that they're able to come in and they're able to get internet and Wi-Fi and all of this for free because guess what? The government are paying their rent for 2 years. Why?
This should be a huge issue, and it's not. The news doesn't even talk about the government paying these people. They don't talk about the them flying them all over to the sanctuary cities. They don't talk about it, and it takes somebody, a real person, to tell you, on the streets, to tell you what's really happening.
You're not going to see that. Like you said it before. What did they mention? They mentioned Donald Trump 330 times.
That's all it's going to be.
That's all. And, I think what was it? Oprah said, this is about morals and this and that. Last night in her speech, this is all about morals and who we're voting for. Really, Carmel worked her way up on her knees. I mean, come on, she became everything she is because she's good on her knees.
Well, it's disgusting to hear anybody say that we're voting on the basis of morals when all these people in Washington are total dirtbags. Yeah. So you got all these people in glass houses just continually throw it, and it really pisses me off. It's the people on the left who are like, he's a criminal. He's a liar. He doesn't care about his base. You think Chuck Schumer cares about his base? He don't give a damn.
He's got no base. He's got his votes already. It's already. When's my next election?
He's too busy.
2 years. How many do I want? And he's just putting in the number. Come on, New York has been rigged for years.
Nancy Pelosi's, she's she's too busy insider trading. That's all she cares about.
How do you not put Joe out to pasture? You not put Nancy Pelosi out to pasture? How do you not put her out to pasture?
How do the old decrepit, unlikable people keep getting into office?
I mean, I don't know what her constituency, what the population of her she's a representative, so she can, there may only be 10,000 people in her, what she represents, but she's got 9,000 on the payroll, so you're never going to get her out.
If you look at the primary that was just in Florida, it's the incumbents are going to win every time,
I voted against Scott just to vote against him.
I don't vote. Donna wanted me to vote, so I said, okay, you want me to vote, I'll go vote. I don't care. Yeah. So I voted mainly just against Rick Scott and against this Jack Mariano who's wanting to build all this development shit. So and they won hands.
Yeah, exactly. They got Scott like 80%.
They got 84%.
Yeah, but I was like, you know what? It's maybe the last time it was like he got 90%. And maybe this time it's only 84, and maybe he'll go, maybe I got to think about this a little bit.
84 is pretty strong.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not losing any sleep if I'm getting 84. Yeah. But you vote because more than likely whoever the Democrats put up against Scott, I'll probably vote for Scott. But what? I'm for all term limits. Everybody except the Supreme Court. I'm for term limits for president, governors, mayors, representatives, senators. They all should have term limits. If
you look at like the way this election went with Rick Scott, it's a primary and he won 84%. So here's what my view is: either it's rigged and the incumbent wins because they're in charge of the votes, or we're so dumb there ain't no hope for this. Why in the world would you vote for Rick Scott? I'd vote. He's a total criminal, and people don't like ugly people. He looks like a freaking alien. He's a criminal alien, and he keeps winning because he's got $1 billion.
And let me tell you something. I mean, if they could get the Democrats could get like a slick Hispanic or black person or I think they can make a run at Scott, but they just not.
They're not going to get. They're not going
to get it. But,
how many?
Scott's got. Scott's got some money, and
It's a tragedy. If you look across America, there are thousands, if not tens of thousands, of motivated, qualified, intelligent people who could run our country and be part of the government, and the honest people. They're never getting in. Ever.
Like you look at the vice president pick here, and you look at the guy from Pennsylvania, Shapiro, and I'm like, this dude's dangerous. Before they made the pick and everything, I'm going, this dude's dangerous, man. He could talk.
He comes off well. He was way better than
he comes off quite well. He sounds intelligent. Sounds like he knows what he's talking about. I may not agree with it, but he comes off really good. And they blew right by his ass. And I'm like, Good for you. Because you know what? I think, it might be a little bit. And you know what? The Republicans got to worry about him 4 years from now. Because I think he'll pop up 4 years from now.
I was surprised when they didn't pick him.
I was shocked.
I was kind of like, wow, that's not, that he's going to be hard to beat in a debate.
In a debate. He sounds like
good.
He knows what he's talking
he's
about.
He's good.
Whereas, I mean, he believes probably believes in what he does. So, I mean, he's not going to be a pushover in a debate. It's just whether or not, they get their points across, if they're able to say, really, what's the purpose of putting tampons in boys' bathrooms? What is the purpose of that? Or what is the purpose of having guys playing women's sports? Will the Republicans get their point across during a debate of that? I don't know. We're given a chance.
I still believe that the news is creating a fake narrative in America. I think 75 to 80% of Americans don't want men swimming in competing.
No, absolutely.
Against women.
I can't see.
It's a false narrative.
Outside of the 10 transgender athletes that are now in women's sports, I don't, and maybe their family members. I don't see a lot of people. We want, whatever.
No.
I don't see people holding up signs at NCAA meets, let us in and all this shit. I don't see any big protests whatsoever about it. So I don't get it, but, that.
And the party of pronouns, guys swimming in pools, all this stuff. To me, if you're going to try to make me believe that stuff, if you're a candidate and you come on stage and you give your pronouns, it's like, well, I'm done. But once you give your pronouns, you've discredited yourself.
But and I guess they come out with it because they're saying, you're taking away my rights, and that's all. It's democracy. You're taking away people's rights. Well, the people, the people aren't in on that, But they don't say it's about transgender or anything like that. They're just saying Republicans want to take away your rights. They want to take away your rights to have men in women's sports. But they don't say that. They just say the Republicans want to take away your rights. And that's it. And that's their whole thing. They don't talk about crime. They don't talk about the border. They don't talk about inflation. They don't talk about taxes. They talk about Donald and taking away your rights. That's all they talk. And abortion. I'm sorry, abortion.
To me, they didn't pick the Shapiro guy.
Yeah, I thought that was a big,
And you would say that's a stupid move. Well, they don't, generally they don't make stupid moves. These people know what they're doing. They want it to be as close as possible, and they want a big, huge firestorm after this next election. And I don't think no matter who wins, there's going to be a big firestorm. Nobody's going to believe their guy lost, Jerry. Nobody.
You know what? But after this, if for whatever reason Trump loses, I think he's going to say, I'm done. I'm going off into the sunset. Well, I'm going to Mar-a-Lago. I'm done. Because after that, he will be too old to run in 4 years.
He'd be too old.
So I think even he'll realize, like, you know what? I'm taking my money and running. I'm done. I don't have to be put up that if I don't say anything, they won't try to lock me up anymore or this and that. Me and Melania are going off into the sunset or whatever.
I think you're right, and that's why there was no way they were going to run Biden. Can you imagine Biden in 4 years giving his final State of the Union in a wheelchair drooling?
The week before, the both of us said it. They're saying they cannot let this guy go out. They have to come up with something and say, he got hurt, he did this, he can't make it, some world problem happened and needs his attention, he can't show up. And they let him show up. And they let him show up, man.
They already had the plan.
Yeah,
they knew he was.
They
knew he was.
But I can't see Carmela being part of the plan. That's the only thing. I don't know.
I thought the same thing, and I thought, well, they're not even. She's not going to make it. They're not. They'll find a different nominee. Something's going to happen. Yeah. But it's like they don't care. They don't care what puppets in there. They had Joe for 4 years. They put Kamala in here. They'll just keep doing the same shit, and the media will back them. And the media's going to say Kamala's doing a great job, and
they are right. That's exactly what they're doing.
And we'll be looking around going, I don't.
They're trying to put Joe on
going
Mount
on?
Rushmore. One of the greatest presidents ever. He needs to go on Mount Rushmore.
They went from Mount Rushmore to get him out in 24 hours. How about that?
He needs to be on Mount Rushmore.
And then the next day, get him out. I mean, what more do you want? All right, I'm gonna finish this woman's talking about the immigration because it's so. If it wasn't so funny, it'd be infuriating.
Is the government paying people that came from another country rent for 2 years? Can we explain that?
See, this is the average person when finally faced with the reality of what's going on. They get mad. They're like, yeah.
Well, see, this is a bad pun, but it's out there in black and white. People are out there, and everybody's going to the grocery store and going, eggs are up, milk is up, hamburgers are up, everything's up. People are walking the streets going, am I going to get mugged? Somebody going to throw me in front of a subway? So, what's going on? Or they're walking the streets or they're in a supermarket and they're seeing an illegal immigrant in front of them whip out a card that the government's paying for their groceries and going, you know what? I'm about done with this shit. As much as both sides can bullshit and this and that, if people are out there and are walking in stores and they're walking on the streets and they're traveling around, you can't help see what you're seeing. I don't know how else to put it.
Okay, so Donna, she does the grocery shop and she shops, she buys different things than I do. And she's got nothing but tales of inflation. Exactly. Well, what I do is I go buy horse feed and hay through the roof. I go buy chlorine for the pool through the roof. I go out to dinner with her through the roof. I buy gas, $3.40. No president has ever in the history of America won an election with those numbers.
Exactly.
It's infuriating. It's just, that's the way, no matter what nobody votes politics when it comes to their wallet. They're like, I don't give a shit who's running. I need change. I can't afford it.
I gotta live.
I gotta live. So it's gonna be bad because Trump ain't gonna win.
It's just, and they keep, like Fox and what's the other conservative station? They're interviewing black people because what is it, 85% vote Democrat or whatever. But they keep interviewing black people and they're going, man, I think I'm about done with the Democrats, and this and that. I don't know, come election day, I got to see what happens.
See now,
because
okay,
there's a girl walking around going, I got to eat, man.
And I'll look in the comments on this video, and a lot of people are like, she voted for it. She voted for it. Well, that shouldn't be your attitude. Your attitude should be, well, maybe regular people who've been brainwashed by the Democratic Party are finally coming around and appreciate that. She's not voting for status quo. She's probably going to vote something different.
They did a thing. One of the guys on Fox, they went into a barber shop in Chicago, all black guys and stuff like that. And one of the guys said, "Listen, I was brought up. You go to the poll, Democrat. You don't look, you just vote Democrat. We black, we vote Democrat. That was it. And he goes, I don't see it. I've been doing this for a few years now. None of that is helping me out. He says, I got to give the other side a shot, because I don't see anything that I've gotten out of this, voting Democrat.
I mean, all those immigrants, they all went to sanctuary cities, which is Democrat-run cities. So maybe these people will wake up, because I don't care. I don't have a political party, but I'm against this. I'm against unfettered, undocumented immigration. I think that's just a common sense thing. But you're a racist if you think that. It's common sense. And this woman doesn't want it. Is she a racist?
I don't think, for the most, people really give a shit about what's going on in Ukraine or what's going on in Israel.
No.
Like, oh yeah, that's a shame or whatever, But it's something to, if you're a conservative, you could point out, that Biden screwed up on. But I think they care about inflation, and I think they care about people coming across the border, taking their jobs, or raping their children or killing their children and stuff like that. And that's something they can see. You know, like I said, you know, do they care about Ukraine? They don't really see that. Yeah, it's a little 6 o'clock blurb on the news or whatever. They don't see it. They don't feel it. You know, they don't feel it. But, you know, you go to the grocery store, you feel it. You know, it's like, whoa. You know, or you go to the gas station, whoa. You know, and it's like, you know, right away people are like, well, how's Trump going to make it better? And he's going, drill, baby, drill. You know, you go from $3.40 a gallon down to $2.50 a gallon. That's money. That's $10, $15 every time you fill up. You know, right off the bat.
And also, and okay, so the trucks that bring the food to the grocery
That's
store,
the next, yeah,
they're paying less. Petroleum's used to make a lot of crap.
Exactly.
All those products are going down. So that is, you know, that's, how else are you going to make the economy better?
Yeah.
How else? The printing money stuff ain't working.
No, you got to tax the people. You got to tax the rich. That's how you make it. And what are the rich going to do? Oh, okay, you're putting a tax on my ass? So whatever I'm making, I'm going to charge more for because you're not taking my $1 million away. So what I'm charging for $2 now, I'm going to charge you $3 for. Like oh, tax the rich, tax the rich. How do you fuck you think they got rich? You know, you think they got rich because they were listening to the government? You know, they got rich because they played by the government's rules.
If you're going to tax the rich, Donald Trump's immediately going to take a good portion of his money and put it overseas or find a way not to pay.
Absolutely.
Because that's the way the taxes, you know, they'll just hire the best CPAs and the best lawyers and they'll figure out how to not to pay those taxes.
Yeah.
That's a guarantee.
All of a sudden you're going to say, instead of made in Europe, made in Ireland. Made in the UK, made in Italy. That's all. Everybody's going to pick up their bat and ball and move it to a new stadium. That's all they're going to do.
It's like you said. These people are rich for a reason.
Exactly.
They know how to make money and they know how to not pay money.
Exactly. And what does the government do? They know how to spend it, but they don't know how to make it. Complete opposite.
The best that you can hope for is for rich people to have incentives to invest and do things in this country.
Put people to work. And what does Donald Trump do? He puts people to work, right? All right, he builds buildings and whatever he does, or what, you know, say whatever he did, it may be worth more than what he says, but he's got people working. How many people did Kamala Harris ever put to work? How many people did Joe Biden ever put to work?
And did you hear that the jobs added report?
Oh, yeah, it came up a little short
800,000.
Just a mere 800,000.
Almost 1 million jobs we said we created, we didn't. And that's the government figures. 800,000 just came out like this week that we're not, you know, it was we got to revise. They always do that. They blow up the numbers and say everything. And we got to revise the numbers and it turns to shit. But that's months later.
And you know what? I mean, 100,000 or 50,000. Oh, okay. We forgot to carry the one. You know, something. You know, 800,000. You know, I mean, you're a little. You know, who's doing the math for this country? You know, you're 800,000 short. Come on, give me a break.
I mean, what Trump said a few years ago, he's like, the numbers are fake. It's like, that's the truest thing he's ever said.
Absolutely.
Because the numbers have always been fake.
Yeah. And it's all part of the swamp, man. Drain the swamp.
Real quick, we'll finish this.
All right.
This lady's tired. She's fed up, man. You can tell she
should be. I'm like, fed up. Why shouldn't she be?
She's like, why are these
equal rights, man? She should be fed up just like me.
It's like she's an American. She's got a job. She should be getting more than these illegal immigrants.
Because it's a housing crisis right now. There's multiple homeless people on the streets right now that I could follow and show you homeless people that's been living on the streets. So,
she is worked up.
So what makes the migrants better from coming to another country that they get all of this?
She's like, tell me.
Right.
She's got her hand on her hip. She's like, you tell me.
You tell me. White going, man, I got nothing for you.
Do you know why?
She's not going to stop.
She's going to tell us why.
I'm going to say why.
Because
we're about to have another presidential election. So if we make these migrants democratic and we give them the right to vote and we give them all of these things, they're going to vote. And then, boom. I'm a Trump supporter, by the way.
That's what I'm saying, man. They just, you know, it's people that are out there. She's feeling it. She's feeling it, you know.
Everybody's feeling it. You'll go on and watch the news, and the local anchors who probably make $180,000 a year are like, we're all no, but they're like, we're feeling it. You know, so everybody knows that prices, unless you're ultra rich or a politician, you know the prices are hurting you.
Hurt you.
Are hurting you.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Did we solve anything today, Jerry?
I think so. I think so.
All right.
Want to know why they're making 11-year-olds look like 30-year-olds? I don't know.
Don't forget to vote.
Don't vote.
Vote.cltampa.com. Best podcast, The Hang. Best morning TV show, ClusterF show.
ClusterF.
Jerry wants those bragging rights up.
Come on, man. Villages unite.
All right, man. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:45, and In Your Head Bar Show 2, Friday night.